All right, welcome to our webinar tonight. Who is excited? Who's excited to learn some new skills today? Go ahead and type it in the question box. I just wanted to quickly welcome you out here. Awesome. Rose is excited. Sherry's excited. Stephanie's excited. Jean's excited. Dale, Nadia, Marilyn, Stephanie, Carrie, Aaron, Phil, Luann, David, Mary, Genesis. All right, Daniel, Carol, Kevin. Oh, okay. Too many names. Too many names. Can't go through all of them, but I'm just super excited as well for you to be here. And I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for showing up on time. That just tells me you're the type of person that really wants to absorb this information and get the most out of this webinar. Those of you who showed up on time, I appreciate all of you on this webinar, by the way. Anyway, no matter what time you get here. But the bottom line, guys, is we have something special for you tonight. And I had to pull my team member's arm today, or like actually the last couple of weeks ago. I was like, you know what? Your YouTube traffic strategy is so powerful that you have to come out and teach my audience, teach my list, teach my team this information, because I guarantee, guys, if you can apply this information to you, I mean, I can't ever guarantee your results, but I can guarantee that you are going to understand the process of really expanding your business, building your business on the internet when you understand the process of lead generation, especially with what John's going to talk to you today, because there's a whole bunch of people that come to me and they're like, hey, I'm on a budget. I'm just getting started. What should I do first? And I'm always telling them, YouTube's a great strategy. You can do Facebook chatting. You could do these other things. But there was never really been a step-by-step, this works, this kind of blueprint for YouTube. I just always said, that's a way, but there was never really been anyone on my team that had a step-by-step blueprint. So what I'm excited to share with you guys tonight is John. He's actually built a list of over 91,000 leads and has earned over $816,000 in revenue from those leads using a YouTube strategy and literally less than 1 cent per lead. So if you guys are excited about that, keeps talking in the chat, because this is what you're about to learn. Now, real quick, how do I know John? Why am I excited that he's on here? Well, number one, he joined my team, my personal team. Now, keep in mind, tonight's not about my team. It's not about joining my team, not about joining my network marketing business at all. Tonight's 100% about you and helping you generate leads and helping you make money in whatever business you're in. It doesn't matter what business you're in. So I just want to get that clear right up the front. But he did join he's in my downline about 3 or 4 levels deep, and he came out of the gate rocking and rolling. I mean, literally, huge month, first month, huge second month, and now he's earned well over $500,000 in my current company that I'm in. And he's the number one income earner on my personal team. So in my personal downline, the number one income earner, well on his way to the $1 million ring within my company. And that got my attention. I was like, man, what's this guy doing? And in fact, he's come to many events. He was only I think it was like 19 or 20, I think 19 or 20 when I first met him. And he actually couldn't even get into the bar we were going to just to play pool and stuff. We weren't even going there to really drink or anything. We were just going there to hang out and have fun. And they actually did not let him in. He was making $30,000 a month, but he could not hang out with his friends at this bar that we were at. So it was really, really interesting that he's been able to have all this success when he was under 21 years old. And I don't know if you've ever looked online or anything, but his videos pop up everywhere. If you're ever searching for stuff on YouTube or searching for stuff on Google, you might have run into one of his videos in the past. So, very awesome guy. He was willing to come out here tonight at 2 a.m. to teach you his strategy. Where he's at right now, it's 2 a.m. for him. And just so everyone knows, I'm actually personally also in a high level mastermind training right now, where I actually had to ask the teacher, hey, can I take this hour and a half out of my time, hour and a half to 2 hours out of my time to come out here and share this information with you guys. So I took some time off from that class that I was in to be here as well so that you can get this information and start rocking and rolling. So with that being said, guys, John, again, he's the number one earner in my team. I'm super excited to have him come share this information with you. I promise you're going to get value from this webinar, whether you're just here to learn how to generate leads, or maybe you're here to learn how to make more money. Either way that you're here for a reason, and I'm super excited about that. So with that being said, go ahead and take it away, Mr. John.
Hey, appreciate it, Mike. Thanks a lot for that rather amazing introduction. I really do appreciate that. I can't believe you brought up the story about me not being able to get into the bar. Slightly embarrassing, but but it's all good. Hey, I'd love to just take a quick moment just to check that everyone can hear me. Otherwise, this entire webinar is going to be completely pointless. So just go ahead and put just yes in the questions box if you can hear me loud and clear, if my audio is crisp, if you can hear me, and if you can see my screen, this first slide with me pointing at this this headline here. Oh, perfect. Tons and tons of yeses coming in. I am seeing 0 no's, which means that's perfect, ready to go. So I guess, Mike, I'm just going to go ahead and dive in. I've got a whole bunch of stuff here I want to share with you guys. Mike's been gracious enough to have me out here to show you guys this stuff, and I'm just super pumped, and I don't want to waste too much time. Your time is valuable, my time is valuable, and I've got some awesome stuff to get going. So I do want to let you know something straight off the bat. I talk very, very fast. You're probably getting a little bit of a glimpse of that right now. I speak incredibly fast, and so is it okay with you? Do I have your permission to just continue speaking fast like this? I can't actually help it. So even if you say no, I can't I can't change what I'm doing. But if I speak fast, I can get through more material, I can get through more training for you, so you get more of these concepts and can actually take them on board. So if you're cool with me speaking fast so I can get through more, just go ahead and give me a yes in the questions box. Okay, perfect. Nadia says, go ahead. Carrie says, cool with me. Good stuff. Okay, super excited. Also, just bear with me. We're in the hay fever season here in London, UK. So I may have to sniffle or cough a little bit during this. I do apologize for that. My last thing I just need to let you know about, just about me and how I work and how my trainings happen. I thrive off of interaction. Literally, I thrive off it. So where I've just been asking you, hey, could you just go to the questions box real quick, just let me know about this and that. Throughout this presentation, I'm going to be asking you to interact. I'm going to ask if this makes sense, because there's no point in me moving on to the next bit if the bit that I just covered didn't make any sense. See what I mean? So I'm going to be, asking you to interact throughout this, and I'd love for you to continue interacting like you have been so far, and we're going to have a lot of fun together. This is not going to be a dull or boring 90 minutes here. This is going to be some stellar information. I'm going to show you some of my results. I'm going to show you what I've been able to achieve. I'm going to tell you a bit about my story and how I found this method, and then I'm going to actually teach you the fundamental things you need to know about how to make it work. So if you commit this next 90 minutes to me, I commit that I'll give you everything you need. So it's going to be an awesome time together. So without further ado, let me just dive straight on in. You can see the title of this presentation is my weird YouTube strategy that built my list of 91,583 leads, resulting in $816,000 in revenue. Okay, and I'm going to show you how you can copy exactly what I've done for yourself, for your business, for whatever you're promoting. Okay. So one thing I do need to let you know about is obviously, results are not typical. I'm going to be talking about some big numbers in this presentation. I'm going to be talking about some big results. Obviously, I just need to let you guys know, I don't mean to insult your intelligence, because I know you guys know this, but results are obviously not typical. Your results will vary, but what I am going to show you is exactly what I have done to get the exact results I'm going to show you. So cool stuff. Just make one commitment to me as we go through this, that you will only use these techniques for ethical means, okay? And I know that might sound a bit funny, a bit strange, but there is so much unethical marketing happening in our space, in our industry right now. There's a lot of scammings, a lot of spamming. It's just a lot of unethical marketing going around, and we've got to look after this industry together. Do you know what I mean? So just go ahead and put yes in the questions box for me if you just commit to only using these techniques I'm going to teach you for ethical marketing, for ethical videos, for ethical traffic generation. Okay, perfect. Beth says, of course. Cassie says, absolutely. Everyone's saying yes. Yes, I commit. Yes, only ethical. Good stuff. I appreciate that. So here was a statement that I made right back at the beginning of my business when I was first trying to get going, way before I met Mike, way before we became friends, when I was first trying to start my business. I said, I want to become a master of traffic. And the reason I said that is because I realized that the key to making this business work was traffic generation. Okay, some people will argue, yeah, but you need traffic and you need conversion. And yes, that is absolutely true. But so much now in our industry, there are things that you can promote that all the conversion stuff has been tested already. Everything's been built. Like the sales, you can go to ClickBank, promote ClickBank products. You can join a network marketing company and promote, their stuff. And the sales pages are already built. Conversion is already tested. You just need to drive traffic to it, isn't it? Which is probably why you guys are here, because you want to learn how to drive traffic. You likely know what you want to promote already. In fact, I'm just curious. This will help me know how to help you guys best on this training. In the questions box, don't put it just yet. Let me finish. Go ahead and put yes in the questions box if you already know what you want to promote. You just need traffic, and say no if you don't know what you actually want to promote yet, and you're still just looking for a kind of like business in a box. Just go ahead and put yes if you already have a business, you already have ClickBank products you want to promote and all that kind of stuff. You just need traffic, and say no if you're completely clueless on how to move forward with anything. Okay, this is really helpful. I appreciate you saying that. There is literally hundreds and hundreds of yeses. We've almost got a maxed out line here. It's hundreds of yeses. So that helps me know you guys just want to know how to get traffic. So you understand this thing. You want to become a master of traffic as well. So my goal for this webinar is to show you how I now became a self-proclaimed master of traffic, right? I've been able to just drive insane amounts of traffic to anything I promote, pretty much. And I want to show you exactly how I've been able to do that. Okay, so a few house rules before we dive in. This is going to be a zero hype zone. Okay, I don't buy into hype. Yes, I'm going to talk about some big numbers and some results, but I don't live up to these. I don't buy all these empty claims that people can't feel. And I just think hype is one of these things that can build, can drive down our industry, right, in somewhat of a negative way. So this will be a zero hype zone. I'm not in any way about get rich quick. If you guys know me prior, then you know that I'm not about that. So if you're looking for a way to make $1 million by tomorrow, I promise you this is not going to be for you. What I teach here is real marketing strategies for you to build your business. Okay. And lastly, I never teach theory, ever, period. I only teach stuff that's actually working for me in my business and getting me results. Okay, so if that sounds good, I'm going to assume it is. If it isn't, feel free to leave this line in the politest possible way. But if you agree with these, fantastic. Let's dive straight in. So my promise to you is if you stay till the end of this webinar, you will know more about how to drive traffic using YouTube effectively than pretty much anyone else in our industry that is trying to do it. Okay, because people aren't willing to take the steps that are needed to learn a subject like this. You guys are here. You've blocked out this 90 minutes to learn this stuff. So you are going to know more than everyone else that is currently trying. So very, very exciting stuff. I'm excited to have you here. So just very briefly, and this is not about me, so we're going to get off this pretty quickly, but just go ahead and put yes in the questions box if you've heard of me before, you know who I am, you've seen my stuff, and say no if you've never ever heard of me before. You've only come on this call because Mike has introduced you to me. I'm just curious here. Okay. Awesome. A little bit of a mixture, but majority yeses. So I won't spend too long on this, but just to give you a quick background on me, I've been, my name's John Penberthy. I live here in London, UK, and I've been marketing online for about 4 or 5 years, but I've been teaching this stuff for about 2 or 3. Since my business got very successful, I started getting some good results. I now teach this all over the world. In fact, I speak at between 4 or 5 events every single year. Up to 4,000 people, like you can see here, in attendance at this event right now, right? We speak at a lot more smaller, closed-door masterminds. This one costs $6,000 plus for every single attendee to attend this event where we taught them this kind of stuff, how to get more traffic, how to get results in their business, right? And I've even been speaking on stages for people like Russell Brunson. Okay, some of you may well know this guy. He's one of the godfathers of our industry, if you want to put it that way. And I met him at an event. A mutual friend introduced us. It's a funny story because we started talking and he was asking what I do and I was explaining. And he was kind of nodding along, but it turned out he didn't actually believe that I was doing what I was doing with YouTube, because it does kind of sound, unbelievable when you say that I've generated, almost $1 million in commissions from near enough free traffic. It sounds absolutely bonkers. But I get a phone call from Russell a few weeks later saying, John, I've been looking through your stuff online. I can see you are actually doing this stuff with YouTube. Can I fly you down to one of my events that I'm holding for my $10,000 coaching clients, and can I have you teach them your YouTube strategy? And so I did just that. So actually I spent 2 hours on stage at Russell Brunson's private $10,000 coaching group to teach them this stuff. So even Russell Brunson, people like this are kind of, picking up on what I'm doing here with YouTube and kind of wanting me to teach their people. And obviously, Mike's asked the same, and I've obviously agreed to come out and teach you guys this stuff as well. So a little bit about me. I'm kind of known as the YouTube marketing expert within our industry, more of an underground YouTube marketing expert. No one really knows what I do, but everyone knows what I do. Do you see what I mean? I've spoken at events up to 4,000 people. Just with this YouTube method, I've built a list of over 91,000 people, and I've made over $816,000 just with this method. Okay, I've actually made my first $1 million by the age of 22, but just with this YouTube method that I'm going to be teaching you right here, right now on this webinar, has been responsible for over $816,000. Isn't that crazy? I see that number and I just think that is bonkers that is actually real. Like, you know what I mean? It even blows me away still to this day, and it gets me very, very excited that this stuff's possible. Do you know what I mean? So I've done a lot of things right, but I've done a lot of things wrong. And so my aim and my goal for this webinar right now is that I'm not just going to teach you the things that I've done right, but I'm going to teach you the things that I've done wrong. Reason being, you can almost learn more from the things that I've done wrong than you can from the things I've done right, because it takes more time, it takes more effort when you keep doing things wrong to try and move forward. So if I can show you things to stay away from, that actually saves you a whole bunch of time. So I'm going to kind of jump between the two. Okay, so here's the big discovery, right? The big discovery is, regardless of what you're promoting, it's blinking hard to get traffic, right? That's why you guys are here. You want to learn how to get more, okay? Not to mention expensive. It really is. Okay, the days of cheap traffic from Google AdWords are long gone. Now, you may have heard of these days. I was actually, unfortunate in that I missed this. I was just too young. I was still in school when this was actually happening. But there was a day when you could get just dirt cheap traffic from Google AdWords, and you just can't get it anymore. Those days are long gone, and Facebook ads are very quickly moving that way. Now, I'm not saying that Facebook ads are bad. I still use them now, but they're getting very expensive, and they're also cracking down on marketers like us. They're getting way more strict. They don't like direct response marketers. They don't like network marketers. They don't like anyone kind of in that category. So it's getting more expensive and it's getting more difficult. Okay, and here's the hard way to get traffic. Up until this point, pretty much, is you've got to decide what traffic source you want to use, whether it's Facebook ads or AdWords or banner ads, etc. Then you've got to learn that ads network, right? You've got to learn how it works. You've got to learn how to place ads. You've got to learn how to target the audience, all that kind of stuff. Then you've got to learn all that retargeting stuff, right? How do you place pixels and conversion codes and do all that tracking stuff and retargeting. Then you've got to spend thousands of dollars testing. Okay, you just got to test that ad platform and see if you can make some money. And then based on that test, you've then got to tweak your site, check that it's working, check that it's actually making a positive ROI, right? And then what you've got to do, you've got to spend a few thousand more. Once you've then tweaked some, your site and set up some split tests, then you've got to spend a few thousand more. Then you've got to tweak your site again based on the second test you just did, spending a few more thousand, which actually is just enough to give you some good, reliable numbers to judge on. Then you've got to keep spending and tweaking until your site is in profit, right? And the last step is you've got to hope your ad account doesn't get shut down like it's happened to, I'm sure, so many of you with things like Facebook ads, right? Well, here's the easy way, okay, and this is the way I've been doing it, the way I'm going to teach you how to do it. You upload simple little iPhone videos onto YouTube about a topic that people are already searching for, right? People find your video when searching on Google and YouTube, and they click the link in your video description and come over to your website, right? Doesn't that sound much easier? Doesn't that sound pretty cool? Right? So here's the 3 secrets that I'm going to be teaching you here on this webinar. It's juicy, juicy stuff. Secret number 1 is I'm going to show you how to use YouTube the right way to get floods of targeted traffic for as little as a cent a lead, okay, a penny a lead. And it's oftentimes completely free, right? Instead of the $1 to $5 it's costing you with Facebook ads and solo ads and all that kind of stuff, right? Here's secret number 2. You don't have to be a video marketing expert to make this work. You really don't. I'm going to show you my biggest tips for your videos, okay, and the right way to do them. And secret number 3 is it's not hard to do this method yourself. It's really not. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the main big mistakes that people make when it comes to the SEO of this and actually getting your videos ranked and trying to set this stuff up. I'm going to show you the main big mistakes that people get wrong. So just go ahead and put yes in the questions box if this sounds good, if you're ready to dive straight in and learn this stuff. Awesome. Okay, tons of yeses. I love you guys. You're awesome. You're so interactive. This is perfect. So let's start with secret number 1. How to use YouTube the right way to get floods of targeted traffic for as little as a penny a lead, right? How do we do this kind of thing? Well, I need to take you back just real quick. I need to take you back to the beginning of what I just mentioned earlier on, because I came to realize that the big secret to making this business work was driving traffic. Right, that was what I needed. I just knew that I could join any network marketing company. I could join any clickbait product as an affiliate. But if I could master traffic, that is literally all I need. So where did I go? I went to Google and YouTube to find the answer to my traffic problem. I went to these search engines and I was typing in things like how to drive website traffic and how to bring people to my site, how to make sales, how to build my online business, how to make money online, okay? And I bought training on literally everything, okay? Literally everything out there that I could have bought. Trust me, I literally bought it. I was just obsessed with figuring this stuff out. So I was buying courses on Facebook ads and Twitter and Pinterest and Google AdWords and website SEO and solo ads. I even tried buying leads. Now, I don't recommend you do that. It doesn't work at all. But I was literally just trying everything. But here's what was frustrating, is I did literally everything I was told to do. Right, this is what was frustrating. I wasn't getting results, but I was buying these courses and I was following their step-by-step plans, literally step-by-step. So I could not work out why I was not getting the results that they were getting. It was super frustrating. I was doing everything I was told and nothing worked. I wasn't getting any results with anything I tried, and it was just super. It was a period of about 2 or 3 years of my life just trying to make this online marketing thing work and just wasn't able to, right? Then the answer literally hit me square in the face, a bit like this guy's just been absolutely smashed between the eyes with this baseball, right? It just hit me square in the face. So here's what happened. Let's reverse engineer what I was doing. In so doing this, you're going to learn why this is so powerful. So you're going to want to listen up to this. Let's reverse engineer what I was doing. I was in need of something, right? I had a problem. I wanted to build a business. I wanted to make money online, and I didn't know where to start. So I had a problem. I went to Google and YouTube, and here's the kicker. I was telling Google exactly what I wanted, and I was willing to pay for the solution. Does that make sense? This was the biggest eye-opener for me, because if I was doing it, then this means that millions of other people are also telling Google and YouTube their problems with credit card in hand for the solution. Okay, so every day people are typing in, how can I lose weight? Teach my dog to stop biting. How to, build an online business. Consultant for my business. Best television to buy. How to get rid of my tinnitus or tinnitus, however you say that thing, right? Cure my diabetes. People are typing this stuff into Google and YouTube every single day, every single week, every single month, okay? Your best personal trainer in Miami. And I quickly realized that this is where the traffic is, okay? Google is where people come to have their problems solved. Is this starting to click? This Google and YouTube, people come to search engines when they have their problems, right? They're not browsing on Facebook when they have problems. They're going to Google with their problems. Think about it, right? With most other traffic methods, it's guesswork. Okay, take Facebook ads, for example. Here's what I mean by guesswork. With Facebook ads, yes, you can target, a demographic. You can target, someone's age and their interests and all that kind of stuff. But you don't know in that moment exactly what they want, right? You just don't know. You don't know what they want. You don't know what they're actually, struggling with right there in that moment. You just know what their general interests are. So you're trying to guess what they want in that exact moment in time. So you've got your Facebook ad out there, and it's as if you're waving your Facebook ad saying, hey, over here, click me, right? You're trying to get their attention. You're going to them, trying to almost beg them through Facebook to click on your ad and come over to your website. So it's guesswork. You're trying to guess. But with Google and search traffic, people are literally telling you exactly what they want, exactly when they want it. Are you understanding the power in this? I just want to make sure. Just go ahead and put yes in the questions box if this is making sense as to why search traffic in Google is more powerful. They're literally in the very moment that someone has a problem, whether it is, they're typing in how to start a business, how to make money, how to, work from home. They have that problem in that exact moment, and they are looking for a solution. Okay, and they're telling you exactly when they want it. Okay, tons of yeses coming in. You're understanding this stuff. That's good. So I became obsessed with figuring out how to position myself in front of this tsunami of laser targeted traffic. Okay, I knew this was the answer now. I knew that if I could just position myself in front of these people, that was it. If I could just nail that, then I've nailed traffic, and I've nailed, starting an online business, right? So I started to notice that YouTube videos were showing up on the first page of Google for particular search terms, right? And they were getting a lot of traffic. And this led me to discover that YouTube is actually the internet's second largest search engine, right? Meaning that people aren't just going there to watch, funny viral videos of cats swinging from, fans or whatever, but millions of people go there every month searching for solutions to their problems, right? So why YouTube? Why is it so? Why should we really be looking at YouTube as a thing to be using? Well, they have 1 billion active users each month. That's absolutely huge. They have 6 billion hours of video watched each month. Traffic comes on complete autopilot. Okay, you upload your video one time, you never have to do any more work to that video, and it just sits there on YouTube bringing you results. The average American spends 20 hours a month watching online video. That one's huge. And it's free traffic. It doesn't cost you any money to shoot a video. It doesn't cost you any money to create a YouTube account. And it doesn't cost you any money to upload the video. So it's completely free traffic, unless you're going to buy some backlinks, which I'll explain later on in this presentation. So I started there. I started to upload some videos onto YouTube to see what would happen. Now, it took some, some testing and tweaking, and obviously it took some kind of trial and error. But I started to see some results. Check it out. I'm obviously going to blur out my keywords. I'm sure you guys will appreciate and respect that. Just want to kind of keep my keywords confidential, because I've worked so hard to kind of find them. And if the hundreds and hundreds of you that are on this call all started targeting the same keyword, then that's just giving me unneeded competition. So anyway, but you can see when people type in this particular keyword here, I'm the 3rd position on the first page of Google. There I am, my little video. And I've got 45,000 views on this one video, right? 45,000 views. Here's another one. 2nd position on the first page of YouTube. Isn't that cool? 2nd position. This one's only got 2,000 views, but still, that's a lot of views for a free YouTube video. Another one up here, 1st position on YouTube, 20,000 views. 700 views, a bit smaller, but still, you wouldn't sniff your nose at a free 700 views, would you? And I could just show you tons and tons of these screenshots, but here's the even cooler part. I also discovered that according to Cisco, the chances of getting a page 1 ranking increased 53 times with a video, basically meaning that it's 53 times easier to rank a video in the search results than it is to rank, a normal traditional website or, blog post, for example. So you could create a brand new blog post and a brand new YouTube video, target them for the same keyword, and the video would rank 53 times easier. Or put it this way, the website would take 53 times harder to rank. This is probably why some of you have been fed up with, website SEO, trying to get your videos ranked. It's because, it's 53 times harder than it is with video, right? And the proof is in the pudding. Check this out, and I'm going to skim through this pretty quickly. You can see I'm on my videos on the first page of Google for this search term, and again here, and again here, and again here. And again, I could just show you tons and tons of these screenshots. But here's what's more exciting. As a result of these rankings, these videos that were just out there on the internet, just kind of trickling traffic in, I started to get 10 leads a day, and that went up to 20, then 50, then 100. Literally went up from there until I started to literally be getting around 300 to 400 leads every single day. And Mike will actually attest to this, because he's seen at some live events that we've done together. He's actually seen in the back of my Aweber and my Infusionsoft accounts, and he's seen this firsthand. I really am producing around about 300 to 400 leads every single day. And this started to make me about $50 a day, and $100 a day, then $200, and even up to $1,000 in a single day. Right? Isn't that crazy? And fast forward a couple of years, and this method still works like an absolute dream, okay, to the tune of obviously 91,583 leads and over $816,000 in sales. And obviously, results not typical. You know, as you guys know, your results will vary. But this is what happened to me. These are my real results. So I want you guys to get excited because this stuff is actually very exciting, right? So I have a question for you. Let's interact here a little bit. Can any of you guess how many videos I must have done to make that much money, right? Over $800,000 in income. How many videos do you think I would have had to have done to get those kind of results? Just go ahead and chuck some in the questions box. Okay, Meryl says 100. Casey says 1,000. Craig says thousands. Peter says 300. Howard says 200. Carrie says 200. Marilyn says 500. Casey says 10,000. Wow. Juliet says 1,000. Okay, tons and tons of guesses coming in the hundreds and the thousands. Well, let me show you something that I think is going to really surprise you. It's actually around about 85 or so. That's it. Okay. I have people that when I speak at different events, they come up to me at the end and they say, John, I'm just curious, how many videos do you have ranking? And I literally can't answer that question because I don't actually know myself, all right? Because what I focus on is production. I don't focus on spending my time, you know, wasting it, going back and checking rankings and just getting so, I can't think of the right word, but just kind of spending all my time doing that. I would rather spend my time getting more videos out there, so I didn't really track them as well as I probably could have done. And so I actually finally went back recently and decided, let's just go back, spend some time, and actually work out roughly how many videos I have. So I went and found a bunch of the logins, I went and found a bunch of the keywords, and actually it's only around about 85 videos or so. Not as many as you would think. Okay, this method, it doesn't take hundreds and thousands of videos. Okay, and so what's $816,481.53 divided by the 85 videos that I've done in total? Well, it's actually $9,605.66. That's how much each video is worth to me. Is this starting to put this into perspective now? Okay, out of all the videos I've done and the amount of money that I've earned as a result, every time I upload a video onto YouTube, on average, over the lifetime, you know, value of that video being there, it's worth almost $10,000 to me every single video. Okay, or we can put it this way: we can divide that number by the 24 months that I've kind of been doing this, you know, very successfully. I've been toying with YouTube for the last, you know, 3 or 4 years, but the last 2 years really getting good results. So let's divide that by the 24 months. Each video that I put up onto YouTube, you know, mathematically, it's just a scientific formula. It's worth around about $400 a month to me, right? So I put out 2 videos, you know, I've just generated an extra $800 a month on average. Is that cool? Is that exciting? Are you guys excited by the idea of doing this yourself? Tons and tons of yeses coming in. Awesome. I'm seeing a few questions coming in as well. Just do me a favor. Go ahead and save your questions till the very end. I'm going to spend some time here doing Q&A, and I will not leave. This is my commitment that I made to Mike. I will not leave until every single question that you have is answered. Okay, it's my commitment to you. So we will get to all your questions at the very end. But here's the even cooler part, right? It's often completely free traffic, meaning that income is pretty much all pure profit going straight to my bank account. Isn't that crazy? My only expense is sometimes paying someone between $5 and $40 to send my YouTube videos some backlinks. And I didn't even have any of my own products at the time. I was just driving this traffic to simple affiliate offers and getting a commission when someone made a purchase. And this YouTube traffic is full of hungry buyers. It's absolutely insane. So who wants to see a real example of one of my videos that ranks in the search engines? I'm going to show you the keyword, the views, the leads it generated, and the sales, all of it. Go ahead and put yes if that would interest you to actually see that live. We're going to go to the browser and we're actually going to have a look at this. Okay, tons and tons of yeses coming in. Awesome. Okay, let's see if we can actually exit out of this presentation here real quick. Pop down here. Okay, so just promise me, guys, that you won't go ahead and steal my keyword here. I'm going to show you one of my keywords. I'm not going to show you all of them just because, you know, I want to make sure I've got some keywords left. But check this out. I decided to rank for part-time jobs from home. This is to promote my network marketing company, right? So I started to rank for this. You can see on YouTube, I'm in the #1 position on the first page of YouTube. This video doesn't even rank on Google, believe it or not. So this traffic is just from YouTube. Now let's go ahead and click on this video. And you'll see something pretty cool. Check this out. This one video has generated me almost 44,000 views. For one video, one free video that I uploaded onto YouTube, it's generated me this many views. But here's the other exciting thing. I put this up on November 20th, 2012. You can see the date quite clearly here. That's 2.5 years ago, and you just saw that it still ranks on the #1 position on YouTube. So for 2.5 years, this video has been sat on YouTube just sending me leads and traffic every single day. Isn't that insane? 2.5 years, and I've not even touched it once. That's pretty cool. So imagine if you could just have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these videos just working for you every day, every week, every month, every year, right? How about 10, 20? How many of these videos do you want to have out there? Well, check this out. I decided to work out how many of these people actually then come to my website and actually kind of click on this link and visit my website. So I decided to set up tracking on this particular video. So you can see my web address here, realquickincome.com. Well, I put /part-time to obviously match this keyword, part-time jobs from home. I wanted to know how many people hit this video and actually click on this link /part-time. So here's what I did. I used this WordPress plugin tool called redirection. Oh, it's not this one. It's over here on this domain. And you can see /part-time. And this will tell me how many times this has been clicked. So let's have a look. You can see that it's been clicked 16,000 times. 16,000 times. Isn't that just insane? One video uploaded on YouTube 2.5 years ago has generated me 16,000 clicks. But again, clicks don't really, I mean, that's still very exciting. That's a lot of clicks. But what if I didn't get any conversions? What if I didn't get any leads? Well, I want to show you something that this is just going to blow you away, because this stuff excites me. I'm sure you can tell that this stuff excites me. I just love showing you this stuff. I love teaching you this stuff. So check this out. Here's the results. Now the numbers are going to be slightly different because I put this presentation together a couple of days ago. So the numbers have actually gone up since this. They're going to be a bit lower on this presentation. But that one video generated me at the time of writing this 42,708 YouTube views, right? 15,815 website clicks as a result. I spent $40 on backlinks because I told you that I spend between $5 and $40 each time. Well, this one, it was a bit more of a competitive keyword. I really wanted to rank, so I just spent the full whack, the full $40, right? So $40, my only expense divided by the 15,815 clicks I got. Well, I was spending, on average, 0.0025 per website click. That's just insanely cheap traffic. But check this out. My capture page converted at around about, on average, 50%. You can see the screenshot here. I actually set up 2 split tests for this capture page. One converted at 46%, one converted at 52%. So let's just say on average 50%. You can see it's for the same keyword here that we were just looking at, part-time jobs from home. And if you add these 2 amounts of leads up, it came to 7,400 leads from this one keyword, one video, well, actually 2 capture pages. But I just kind of tested them at different times. So one video, one keyword, 7,400 leads. Isn't that just crazy? And I've got tons of these videos that do the same thing, right? So now let's divide my only expense, $40, by the amount of leads I generated. I'm getting leads for, actually, I lied to you. It's not as cheap as a penny. It's actually half a penny. It's 0.0054 per lead. Crazy, crazy stuff. Okay? And I just want you to know that these conversion rates, these opt-in rates, are not abnormal. This is inside of my lead pages account. Obviously, again, I've blurred out my keywords because each one of these is for a different, keyword video that I'm targeting. You can see anywhere from 80% conversion rate, the lowest one being 44%. And we're talking about big numbers. Some of these have 10,000 views, 1,000 views, 7,000 views, 14,000 views, and we're talking about 40, 50, 60,000, 40, 50, 60% conversion rates. Really, really strong numbers. Okay, in our industry, if you get a 20% conversion rate, you're rocking, right? We're talking about huge numbers here. And here's another one of my page builders that I use: 29,000 website views, and I got a 51% conversion rate. Okay, we're not talking about small numbers here. We're talking about consistently 50% opt-in rates. So let me ask you a question: would you like to know the secret to getting this much traffic and high opt-in rates like this? Okay, I'm sure you do. I'm going to assume you do. So let's go ahead and dive straight into this. Here's the first thing that you have to have to be able to get these results. You have to have laser targeted keywords. I'm talking about you need to do good keyword research, and I'm going to teach you how to do it, later on in this presentation. Good keyword research, targeting one specific key phrase. It's got to be super laser targeted. Don't be too broad with your YouTube marketing. Don't try and target 20 keywords with one video. Laser target your keywords, right? Then you've got to laser target your videos. Don't talk about too many subjects in one video. Your videos have to be laser targeted. Once you've chosen a keyword to target, your video is going to be purely 100% focused on that keyword and nothing else. Does that make sense? We're going to record a new video and we're going to talk about nothing but the one keyword that we're going to focus on. That's going to keep this laser targeted. And then the last thing is obviously a congruent landing page. And congruent just means, make sure it's making sense. It follows the pattern of the keyword. So if the keyword is how to start a business on the internet, then your video, when you're in there talking about it, you're going to be talking about how to start a business on the internet. And the landing page is going to say, something along the lines of how to start an online business. How to start a business online, whatever I said there. Does that kind of make sense? So we're going to dive into this in greater detail right now. But imagine someone types into Google, how to lose arm fat quick and easy, right? Bit of a strange example, but let's say they type that in, and then on the first page, there's this video here. Well, look at the title of this video, how to lose arm fat quick and easy. What was the keyword that this person typed in? How to lose arm fat quick and easy. Do you think that that person is going to click on that video? I'm pretty sure they are, don't you? They're going to click on that video. Why? Because the exact title of the video is exactly what they were searching for. It's not any it's not 4 great ways to, or top 5 exercises, 17 tips. No, they've typed this particular key phrase in because that's what they want. That's what's on their mind. So if they see a video ranking in the search results with the exact keyword they just searched for in the video title, they are going to click on that, right? See what I mean? There's congruency between the keyword and the video, okay? Here's why this works like absolute magic, because they've clicked on your video. They are coming to you. Remember earlier on I was talking about, with Facebook, you're going to them. You're trying to get their attention. With YouTube and ranking your videos, they're coming to you. There's a big, big difference here. And if the video and the call to action is congruent with the keyword that then they'll choose to come to your site. Meaning that if they click on that video, how to lose arm fat quick and easy, and the video is all about how to lose arm fat quick and easy, and at the end of it, the person in the video says, hey, if you like this, come to my site, or if you want to learn more about how to lose arm fat quick and easy, come to my site, then they're going to come to your site, aren't they? Because now they're hooked, because you've kept the targeting of this whole thing super, laser targeted. Then they've taken all the steps to come to you, hence the high opt-in rates. Now, people wonder why I get such good high opt-in rates. Well, it's because obviously I've got a well-designed, page as well, but people are selling themselves. They're telling you what they want. You're just putting yourself in front of them, and they're selling themselves the whole way to becoming a lead, because they're taking all the steps to come to you. This is why this is so powerful. This is why this is magic. This is why I'm so passionate about it. Just go ahead and put yes in the question box if this makes sense. Do you understand? Are you starting to grasp why this is powerful and why I'm able to get the results that I am? Because I'm doing it this way, because I'm focusing on it in this way. Jill, Phil, Shira, Jimmy, Frank, Beth, Evan, Sherry, Jason, Kimberly, Ed, Rebecca, Sue, Ellen, Pat, Ruth, Noel, Wesley. So many more people saying yes. Okay, that's awesome. People understand this. Elvita says, brilliant, awesome, and you have a brilliant name, so well done. So you understand at this point that you can get this kind of traffic super cheap, and it is super effective. So let's dive into secret number 2 then, that you don't have to be a video marketing expert to make this work. Let's dive into that. Because when I started this method, I had literally no clue how to record these videos or what to say. Heck, I didn't even know how to upload a video onto YouTube. I was just straight out of college. I had no idea how to do this kind of stuff. I was just playing around, right? So you don't need to spend $20,000 becoming a film school graduate or buy all the fancy gear to make this work. You really don't, okay? Because here's the truth, and I think it's about time someone kind of just laid the truth on you, right? I shot the video that you just saw, the video that was responsible for 7,400 leads with one video, and I have tons of these videos all over the internet. This was shot on my Kodak ZI-8. It's a very cheap, very basic camera, right? you can pick them up on eBay for like $30–40. And I shot this video on that. You can see the lighting is terrible, the screens aren't even in focus, you know. And if you watch this video, I'm umming and ahhing. I'm just, you know, it's not great. I've got much better on video than I was back then. But you can see that I was getting results. I got 7,400 leads. And I can't remember exactly. I meant to have it on the slide. I think this one video, in terms of income, was responsible for around about $75,000, just one video, and it was shot on just this super basic camera when I had no clue what I was doing. And now, you know, even the level that I'm at now, I still just shoot my videos on my iPhone. Okay, here's some screenshots of recent videos that I've done. I just shoot them on my iPhone. I don't really do or use anything else, right? So here's some video tips for huge results. Okay, this is okay. You're going to want to have a pen and paper at this point right now. We've still got so much to cover in this presentation, but I want to give you some video tips, you know, in how to get good results, huge results with your videos. One is, as I said, laser target just one keyword and one topic every single time. Every video you do, focus on one keyword and one keyword only. Okay. Next thing is you want to grab the attention of the viewer in the first 7 seconds. Right, literally, you have about 7 seconds where they've clicked on your video, and if you don't attract them in that time and give them a reason to stay and watch your video, then they are gone. This could be another reason why your videos aren't, you know, working or being very effective, is because you're not grabbing their attention quick enough. You've got to give them a reason to stay. You have to. So I'm going to give you a little, you know, a little snippet from a product that I have called the perfect video script. I basically script out the whole, you know, the best way and best things to say in the video to make sure you get people coming to your website. Okay, so here's the snippet from that. Here's the best way to utilize that first 7 seconds. You say something along the lines of, "Hi guys, chances are you've landed on this video because you're searching for," and you say the keyword. You recite the keyword back to them. Okay, the benefit of doing that is now they know they're definitely in the right place. If they were searching for, you know, how to start a business from home part-time, and they land on a video that says, "Hi guys, it's John Pimothy here, and chances are you've landed on this video because you're searching for how to build a business from home part-time." And I say that, that's my opening line. Well, now I've grabbed them, I've hooked them. They're not going anywhere because I've reiterated to them that they're in the right place, that I know the exact problem that they just searched for in Google and YouTube, and I have the solution. Is that kind of making sense? And then you want to have a soft but direct call to action. Okay, by soft I mean you don't want to become a salesperson. That is the worst thing you can do with your YouTube videos, is try and become a you know, a salesperson. So click the link right now, go over to the site, because, you know, time's running out, we've got limited copies. That's just not going to work out very well in this scenario. Okay, you've got to have a soft but direct call to action. So you want to very directly tell them where to go, to take the next step. So you want to tell them, "Hey, come over to my site and I'll teach you over there everything you need to know about, you know, how to start a business from home part-time." But it's a very soft push. It's a very soft call to action. You're not being a salesperson. Okay, what you've got to remember is we're pre-selling, we're preconditioning. We are not selling in these YouTube videos. Please get this. Please write this down. This is going to be one of the biggest takeaways for you, because too many of you are trying to sell from the get-go in your YouTube videos. Your YouTube videos are for building relationship, are for building, that trust, that know, like, and trust, and that likability. You're not trying to sell them. The selling comes once they come to your site, become a lead, really respect you and like you. Then you can send them to some sales material. You don't want to be salesy at all in your videos, okay? And you want to get them off YouTube ASAP, okay? So you want to have short videos. The amount of times I see people uploading, 10, 20, 30-minute YouTube videos, they're not going to work out too well for you, because at what point do you tell people where to go and what to do next? When does your call to action come in? Well, it comes in at the very end, doesn't it? So the longer your video is, naturally, the less, the least amount of people are actually going to see that call to action and actually come to your website. Does that kind of make sense? So you want to get them off of YouTube ASAP. So the way we do that is we keep our YouTube videos super quick. Okay, so literally 2-3 minutes, no more than that. Okay. And it turns out that this method is actually more effective if your videos are not at all professional, okay? Because you need to appear real and authentic. The amount of people that look salesy and sound salesy and they're reading, perfectly, scripted things that you can see their eyes moving from left to right as they're reading it. People don't buy that, okay? What you've got to remember is the way that we're using this method, because I'm using this method that in a way that I don't see anyone else using on YouTube and with marketing, right? Let me just check something here real quick. I'm seeing some comments saying people can't hear me.
Yeah, they can. Most people can hear you. I've been kind of chatting with those on the side, but yeah, most people.
Okay.
Can hear you.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you checking in. So you need to appear real and authentic, okay? That this actually works better, okay? Because what you've got to remember is when people are searching for something using this method, when they're searching on Google and YouTube, they're searching because they have a specific problem right there in that moment that they're looking to get solved. Does that make sense? So they don't really want to go to, some sales material and be sold on something. What they want is they want to bump into a reliable, relatable, real and authentic person that they can feel they can trust and actually take action on the advice that they get from that person. So it actually benefits you if you're not professional. So for those of you on this call right now who are feeling a bit worried and anxious about doing videos because you feel like you won't be any good on video, well, actually trust me on this one. It will work better for you if you feel a bit nervous, if you're umming and ahhing, if you're not quite sure what to say, but you've kind of got a target keyword you want to go for, it will work out better for you. So that's the good news for those of you who feel a bit nervous about doing video, right? But here's my last little tip for video before we move on to the next bit I want to teach you here real quick. You can have someone on Fiverr shoot the video for you, right? Now, I don't recommend this if you're building a brand around yourself. If you're doing that, then you should really shoot the videos yourself. But what you can do if you're promoting things like clickbait products or something else in an industry where you don't really want to be the face of it, we can actually have someone shoot the video for you. You just give them the rough script that you would have read or you would have said, and have someone on Fiverr actually shoot the video for you. Okay? And this actually has a huge benefit to it. So I use this method to make a lot of money selling clickbank products, for example, right? I promote all kinds of products such as weight loss, dog training, muscle building, acne care, how to jump higher, and even products. I've just recently started promoting products on how to grow taller. Isn't that the most insane thing ever? People actually pay money to learn how to grow taller, okay? If they're willing to pay money, then I'm happy to refer them a clickbank product, right? But here's the thing. I don't know anything about these subjects, so I find someone on Fiverr who fits the demographic of that audience, and I have them shoot the video instead of me, right? Then I just drive all those video viewers to the ClickBank offer, and I get paid a commission. So, if I'm targeting an industry like weight loss, and if I find out that the keyword that I want to target, the average demographic, obviously women, between 30 and 40. Well, if little old me comes on the video, a young male, they're not going to be able to relate to me. So actually, you can find someone on Fiverr who can relate better to your audience and just send traffic to your affiliate link. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, here's secret number 3, and here's some really, really cool stuff for you. Again, make sure you're writing this stuff down because you're going to want to return to this. It's not hard to do this method yourself, and here's the main big mistakes that people make when they try and do this. Because one of the most important parts of this traffic method is picking a keyword to target. Okay, you have to pick a solid keyword to target because your whole campaign relies on this. If you don't know what someone is actually searching for, then your whole campaign is going to fall on its head. So here's big mistake number 1 on this topic. People record their video first, then they upload it onto YouTube and give it a title that they think people will be interested in. Does that make sense? So, picture this. Someone's kind of, they've woken up, they felt inspired to shoot a video. This may have even been you sometimes. You feel inspired to shoot a video, so you shoot your video, you talk to the camera, you plug in your camera into the laptop, you start the upload onto YouTube, and then as it's uploading, you think, right, now what shall I call this YouTube video? What title shall I give this video? Okay, has that been you at all? I think if you guys are honest, and myself as well, myself included, we do this a lot. We do this by mistake. But here's the thing. That is guesswork. It's wrong. It's the wrong way to do it. Okay, because the only way someone will see your video is if they are searching for it. Period. Because what you've got to remember is when you upload a video onto YouTube, there are millions and millions of other videos on YouTube just like yours. So yours gets buried in amongst millions of other YouTube videos. So the only way someone is going to find your particular video is if they are searching for the title of your video or searching for what your video is about. Does that kind of make sense? So this could be one of the reasons why your videos are not being seen. Okay, what we need to do is first find out what people are actually searching for, then record a video specifically for that audience, specifically targeting that one particular keyword. So how do we find these keywords? Well, there's a few different ways. I've got a full YouTube training program where I teach, all tons of different ways I find keywords. Obviously, I haven't got a huge amount of time here to go through all of them. So here's one. You can go to the Google keyword tool. You can go to Google, type in Google Keyword Planner, click on this first result, and you can type in this first box the broad phrase that you want to target. So for this example, let's just use weight loss, right? We're going to type in weight loss. We're going to click Get Ideas. And what's going to happen is Google's going to give us a ton of other related keywords to the one we just typed in. So they're also going to tell us the average monthly searches. So now we know that juicing for weight loss gets searched for 14,800 times every single month. Isn't that crazy? Now we know that these keywords are actually being searched for. We know that there's real people with these particular problems that they're typing in, right? They want to learn this stuff. Well, here's where we can take this one step further, where most marketers slip up. Most marketers miss this and don't do it correctly, okay? Here's what we do. Here's what most other marketers do. They do what I call surface level keyword research. They type in their broad phrase. They see the results that Google's given them. If they scan these results, if there's nothing there they want to go for or they want to target, then they just think up something else to put up here. What I do is I dig deeper into Google's data. So I'm going to put in a suggestion like weight loss, see their suggestions, then I'm going to copy and paste one of the ones that they suggested to me and drill down on that one even bigger. So now I'm going to copy weight loss programs, for example, and paste that back in the top search bar. And now Google is going to give me even more keyword results based on the one that I've just typed back in, which was a suggestion they gave me anyway. And so now you can see the keywords are getting longer. They're getting more specific, right? Whoops, excuse me. They're getting more specific. So now we can, we could even drill down on weight loss programs for women. Okay, now we can copy and paste that, chuck that back up here, and now we can drill down even deeper. Okay, this right here is how you find those money keywords that other people and other marketers won't find. Okay, you drill down deeper and deeper, right? Here's another way. YouTube has a tool called the auto suggest. Okay, you can start typing in a key phrase, and they will continue the key phrase by telling you what other viewers on YouTube recently searched for within the last 30 days. So now we know that, train your dog to walk on a leash or train your dog to stop barking. They are actually being searched for because YouTube is literally telling us by auto-correcting us. Does that kind of make sense? So we could take any of these keywords and start shooting videos about them if we were in the dog training market, and start making some videos on those, right? So once you've picked your keyword, then you record your video, stick it up on YouTube, and target that keyword with your video. Okay, this is the way to do it, not the other way around. We start with a keyword, then we shoot our video every single time. Okay, so here's big mistake number 2. People target and try to rank for keywords that are too competitive, right? As a rule of thumb, the shorter the keyword or the search term, the more competitive and harder it will be to rank. Okay, does that kind of make sense? So you want to be targeting long tail keywords like this, like how to make money working at home, build an online network marketing business, how to lose weight in your thighs, okay, best dog training school in London, best Sony smart TV to buy. We want to target these long tail keywords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 7 word key phrases, okay? They're going to be more specific and they're going to be easier to rank for. And this has a twofold benefit. I just gave you a clue to that right now. It has less competition. The more specific the key phrase is and the longer it is, the less competition there will be. And it's more specific. And when it's more specific, we can target that problem with more specificity, if that's actually a word. I may even just made that up, right? So this is how this is, so powerful, right? So here's big mistake number 3, okay? And I'm kind of powering through these because I want to be respectful of your time. Here's big mistake number 3. People worry about competition. Now here's the thing. I don't worry about competition in any way? You want to know why? Go ahead and put in the questions box why you think that I wouldn't care at all about kind of competition. It just doesn't worry me. It's not a problem. Why would I think that way? Why would competition not be a problem for me? Go ahead and put that in the questions box. Okay, so Rose says, because you were the best. I don't know if you're talking just to me or whether you're talking in general. Either way, that you're onto a good thing there. Let's see what else here. Ah, good. Neil says no competition means a crap keyword. Yeah, if there's no competition, then no one's wanting to rank for it, which means there's nothing really going on. Let's see what else we've got here. I think a lot of you are on the same track. You're on the right track. I'm going to explain it to you. Firstly, competition is a good thing. Okay, if there's competition in a particular industry or a particular market, that tells me that there are people that are actually making money. Okay, competition equals other successful marketers. So in fact, it's almost, I would go as far to say I need to see that there's competition in a particular market before I go into it. Otherwise, it's not worth going into it, right? Secondly, it only matters about the competition you have on the first page for the keyword you want to rank for. Okay, this is a big one. This is going to be an aha, light bulb going off kind of moment here, because, how many times have you been taught that when you're, searching for keywords and things, you've got to work out, how many competing pages there are on Google and YouTube, and so what you'll do is you'll type in your keyword that you want to target into Google, and you'll see how many competing pages there are, and it might tell you that there's 300,000 or 2 million competing pages, and you get freaked out. But guess what? It doesn't matter about any other listings or positions other than the things on the first page of Google, right? Where do we want to be? We want to be on the first page of Google and the first page of YouTube. So anything beyond those pages on page 2, 3, 4, 5 does not concern us, because the people that have got to the first page of Google already, they've done something right. So I just need to just assess the top 10 results or the first page results and work out whether I could beat them or not. If I can beat them, and if I believe I can beat them, then I'm going to have that position. If I can't, then I'll find a different keyword. But competition, the other hundreds of thousands of competing pages doesn't mean anything to me, and it shouldn't mean anything to you. Only focus on the first page. That's probably a big takeaway for a lot of you on this call. Okay. Thirdly, once I know I've found a market that I want to go into, and I know there's competition, then what do? I just find a sub-niche and a keyword in that market that doesn't have much competition. Okay, so if I wanted to go into weight loss, which I know is competitive, or let's say make money, for example, I want to go into the make money market. I know it's competitive. Well, now I'm going to find a sub-niche. That sub-niche is going to be how to make money part-time working at home, right? I've now drilled down. I found a specific key phrase, and now I'm going to find a specific long-tail key phrase that has less competition. Does that kind of make sense? Is this good stuff? Just go ahead and do me a favor. Go ahead and put yes in the questions box. If you're getting value out of this, if this is making sense, if you're glad you're here, just go ahead and put a big yes. It keeps me pumped. It keeps me excited to teach you more stuff. Awesome. Good stuff. Tons and tons of yeses coming in. Really do appreciate it. So, big mistake number 4. People only optimize the YouTube video, right? Do you know that Google and YouTube take into account your channel's optimization as well? Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, when you upload your YouTube video, you obviously upload it onto your YouTube channel. It's your YouTube account, right? Well, people just only focus on optimizing the YouTube video itself, the title, description, tags, and all that kind of stuff. Well, YouTube actually looks at your channel, and that determines where it ranks you a lot of the time as well. So I optimize the video for the keyword I'm targeting, but I also optimize my entire channel, right? The name of my channel is the keyword, and I put the keyword in a ton of other places in my channel to optimize it perfectly for the keyword. So now Google and YouTube can't help but take notice of the keyword I want to rank for. Does that make sense? Is that cool? Other people, I don't see other people teaching this stuff, and it's had great effect for me doing this stuff. Okay, and here's big mistake number 5: focusing all your attention on getting.
Sorry about that, guys. I think we lost some sound there. And just real quick, while we're waiting for John to come back, who else thought it was pretty cool that he talked about having someone else do the video for you and then selling other things? How cool is that? But yeah, that was such a powerful thing. So think about this from a perspective of you can literally, if you have, let's say you have a a biz op, you can be doing YouTube videos for your biz op. Okay. But then just to do some added, like, I don't know, does anyone in here have like Get Response, or maybe you have other affiliate products that you use, things like that? Does anyone else have things that you pay for, but yet you don't want to pay for? Okay, cool. So think about that from a perspective. You can now you can do videos on those and rank them for the different tools you use, the different things that you do, and and then you can basically make money from those. And I'll tell you a cool little epiphany that I found is I never pay for anything. You know what I mean? Everything pays me. So I was actually doing a webinar with my team members earlier, and one of the things is one of the concepts that I learned was, do I pay for ClickFunnels? No, ClickFunnels pays me, right? Do I pay for my company? No, the company pays me. Do I pay for, just the different tools that I use? No, the different tools I use pays me. Now, some of you have niche blogs. Does anyone in here have niche blogs where it's maybe like a CrossFit, or maybe it's like a different thing? Well, if you think about that, you can do niche type videos as well, and you can just promote ClickBank products. You can rank them and promote a different ClickBank product. I will tell you that there's so many different options out there, so many different products, so many different things you can sell that are totally outside of what you're currently doing. And if you just wanted to do this, ClickBank is like an affiliate website. If you just wanted to do this for niche things, you can do that, totally do that on the side of what you're currently doing. Actually, let me share with something with you guys real quick. You guys want to see a cool secret that I've found on YouTube that that works really well? You guys open for that? Let's see. We'll get you some cool value here. This is actually not part of the This is not part of the training, obviously, but you guys are gonna get a lot of value from this. Check this out. So I ranked one of my videos. Okay, I ranked one of my videos, and here it is right on the screen here, and it's for Social Monkey, for example. Okay, so Social Monkey, check this out. Part of the YouTube. So if you want to get your videos ranked, and I don't even know if John teaches this very often, but let me just make sure he's communicating with me. Okay, he's ticking on it. Stay on the line 1 minute. Okay, so you guys all cool with John waiting for him just a couple minutes there? But check this out, guys. This one tip alone is going to get your videos ranked like crazy. So I'm excited to share it with you. So in your description box, okay, check this out. You want to, let me scroll down. See these little things right here? What are those called? Those are called timestamps. And nobody teaches this stuff, guys. So those of you who are stuck on here, you guys are going to skyrocket in the rankings. These are called timestamps. And timestamps basically allows people to skip ahead in your videos. So for example, check this out. So as you can see, I was doing a review on Social Monkey. So right down here, 1 minute 49, I talk about, should you use Social Monkey for blogs or videos or both? That's what I talk about at that time in the video. Now, what does this do? This allows you to talk about your keyword multiple times in your description, and it gives timestamps, and Google loves timestamps, and so does YouTube. So YouTube loves timestamps, and this one little tiny tip alone can skyrocket your ranking
Hello.
in your videos. So I just wanted to share that with you guys while we're waiting for John. So yeah, John, I can hear you now. I just taught him a timestamp technique for ranking while we were waiting. So I thought that was
Oh, awesome. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm not quite sure how to get my screen back on. Guys, I'm super sorry. Oh, here we go. Show my screen.
There you go. But you
Guys,
can
I'm
see it
super,
right
super
from that.
sorry about about that. That was the worst time for my internet to go down, and I just completely messed it up. But managed to get back on. Appreciate the fact that I can see the attendance, and pretty much everyone is still here. So thank you so much for hanging on. That shows me that you're appreciating this stuff, that it's making sense. So again, thanks a lot. Yeah, I'll just pick it up where I lost. Awesome, appreciate it, man. Lovely. Well, I'll backtrack here. A couple of things I was talking about. So and so I asked them, do they take into account the views, likes, and subscribers when it comes to ranking? And they said to me that they actually care more about what we call watch time, right, than any of views, likes, subscribers, favorites, all that kind of stuff. They care more about watch time. And so what is watch time? Well, watch time is basically how long people watch your video for on average before leaving. Does that kind of make sense? And so, if you've got a 2-minute video and on average, people are staying almost to the very end, then that's a very, very good watch time. If you've got a 2-minute video and pretty much, everyone's dropping off at 10 seconds, meaning that they're not enticed to keep watching and they leave, they hit the back button or they click on a related video, then you've got a terrible watch time. They care more about user engagement, they care more about user experience than they do how many views, likes, and subscribers you have. Okay, they really do. They actually told me this in person, and I've been testing this out, and it actually makes 100% just a lot of sense. And I'll tell you why. This is why my super targeted videos can actually outrank huge videos and huge channels. Okay, a big question I get when I show my results and stuff on stage is people say, John, how on earth are you outranking videos that are doing millions and millions of views all over? They've got a huge authoritative channel and they're doing all this crazy stuff, and then you come along with a tiny one video and you manage to outrank them straight away. Well, the way I do it is because the way that I design my video is so super targeted and so super engaging that people watch till the very end and they actually come to my site as an effect, and as an after effect, and they actually come to my site. But it's so targeted throughout the whole video that I get an insane watch time, which means that I can rank for any kind of keyword that I want, and I can outrank the big boys. Is this helpful? Just go ahead and put yes if you guys didn't know this and this is actually making sense and helpful for you. Okay, cool. Tons of yeses coming in. Want to make sure you kind of made sense, or that kind of made sense to you. So here's the 3 secrets we've covered. We've covered a lot on this webinar. I'm sure your brain is full. I've taught you, how to use YouTube the right way to get traffic for as little as a penny a lead, and I actually lied to you. It's half a penny. often completely free because I don't buy any backlinks for some videos just because they rank already. Okay, I showed you that you don't have to be a video marketing expert to make this work, and I showed you that it's not hard to do this method yourself, and I've shown you the big mistakes that people make when they try to do this so that you don't make those same mistakes. So I'm hoping this was super valuable for you. And I just have one last little question for you. Does this feel a little bit like you right now? Do you feel like I've just kind of turned the fire hose of information and just started squirting you in the face with all this information? You're kind of feeling like, yes, this is good stuff, but it's kind of, don't really know what to do with it. Just go ahead and put yes in the questions box if you feel a bit like that. You feel a bit like, man, this is such good stuff. I'm not really sure how to kind of structure this and put it into a plan and kind of get going with it. Okay, tons of yeses coming in. Well, I have a second question for you. Would you mind if I just took a couple minutes here to let you know about how you can get some more help from me, how you can get some more kind of training, some ongoing help from me to actually help you implement this, get it working in your business, and making a success out of this for you and your business? Just go ahead and put yes if you'd be happy with me just taking a couple minutes here to share that with you. Okay, awesome. Tons of you are keen for that. Tons and tons of yeses coming in. I appreciate that. I don't just want to assume that that's okay. I want to make sure that it's actually of value to hear that stuff. So yeah, I've got a training program. It's called PowerHouse 2.0, and it basically teaches everything I do step by step with this YouTube method. Okay, I show you everything over the shoulder. Every training module is it's basically broken down in a way where I'm recording my screen, you're seeing over my shoulder, and I'm taking you through every step, right? Every single step in the whole procedure, right? So let me explain what you're going to get inside PowerHouse 2.0. I'm going to show you firstly how to find killer buyer keywords. Remember I told you that one of the main things that you have to get right when you're doing this campaign and you're doing this YouTube method, you've got to find a good keyword. You've got to find a solid keyword to rank for, right? Because your whole video, the whole campaign is going to rely on that keyword. So I'm going to show you how to find killer buyer keywords, people that are actually looking to spend money. I'm going to show you my criteria, how many searches it should have per month, how many it shouldn't, how long the keyword should be. We're going to assess the competition of the keyword and make sure that we can definitely position ourselves on that first page, just everything keyword related. Then I'm going to show you my 5-step ranking formula. Okay, I've kind of broken this down into a step-by-step system. I'll show you how to find the keywords, show you how to record your YouTube videos to make them just perfectly engaging, to get a good watch time, to get people to actually come to your site. I'll show you how to design your YouTube channels for optimization, how to do the correct SEO optimization on your YouTube videos itself. I'll show you how to do the backlinking. Everything is included in this, right? Then I show you I've got a module called Secret Source. In here I show you all the things that other people don't think about, right? I'm going to show you all the things that other people just don't do when it comes to, YouTube and and trying to get their videos ranked. This is a module covering the stuff that people just don't think about, right? It's all the little things that over the 2 or 3 years I've been doing this, I figured out those secret sauce, little SEO tricks that makes the difference between a video ranking it and not. So this is some really ninja stuff. I can guarantee you there's stuff inside the secret sauce module that other people that have taught you this stuff does not know, okay? I'm going to show you how to laser target your videos. Okay, make sure your videos are super targeted, super engaging, so that you actually get that good watch time and get them to come to your website. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get people onto your website. I'm going to show you how to actually get them off of YouTube onto your site, because obviously subscribers doesn't mean anything on YouTube. Views doesn't mean anything on YouTube. You've got to get them to your site. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to grow and scale this method. So we'll start with getting you like 1, 2, 3, and 5 videos, kind of ranking, get some results from those. Remember, each video is actually, my personal numbers, it's worth around about $400 a month every video that I put out there. And I want to start you by getting you, 1, 2, 3, 4 videos that are working. And then I'm going to show you how to grow and scale that to have 10, 20, 30, 50 videos that are producing you these results. And that's when we're talking about the huge money, okay? And I've got a module called ClickBank Riches where I show you everything I've done with ClickBank to have these results as well, okay? To make, actually with ClickBank alone, I make about $5,000 to $10,000 a month. And what I do is I show you how I've used the 2 PowerHouse ranking method to actually make a ton of money with ClickBank. How do I do the videos? Who do I get to do them? What keywords am I picking? What ClickBank products am I finding? All that kind of stuff, okay? So it's basically compiled 3 years of testing, tweaking, and ranking knowledge into this product. No stone is left unturned, and literally everything is covered in a completely step-by-step manner, which means that the only way you could go wrong, literally, is if you don't follow the training in the steps that I've laid out. That's literally the only way you could go wrong with this, is if you don't follow what I tell you to do. Okay, and this works for anyone at any level. You could be brand spanking new, be a bit more intermediate, or even if you're more advanced. I promise you there is stuff in this training that you did not know. There is stuff that other people have not taught you. This is all that I do. Mike will obviously attest to that. The only thing I do right now is YouTube SEO. Okay, it's 99% of all my traffic generation. I know this stuff like the back of my hand, and I'm going to help you get results with it as well. And you can do it in any industry or any product. You can do it in the make money, business opportunity, network marketing, weight loss, dog training, just tons of other industries as well. It doesn't matter. So this is basically complete video traffic domination. It literally is. Like, this stuff gets me excited because I know that it works, okay? And the value of this training is $1,997 for this course in its entirety, with all the different modules that I have in there for you guys, okay? And here's what others have had to say about this training who have gone through it, okay? There's a guy called Josh Elder. He said, because of John's YouTube training, I've literally been able to create over $90,000 in income, all free traffic, and built a list of over 8,000 people in a short period of time. That's awesome stuff. And also Nick here, he said, I was struggling in this industry for a long time until I started following John. And he goes on to say, I've now been able to build a list of over 7,000 people and have earned my first 5 figures online. That's Nick. And just awesome, results from people that just took action. It's all it takes. You've just got to prove to me that you're an action taker and you will actually follow the steps that I lay out. And then the only Your only result is to get the results you want. Okay, these are kind of screenshots that I get tagged in on Facebook all the time for people just tagging me their results. You know, first page of YouTube on Google. In fact, Prince here said to me in a private message, "Hi John, using your 2 Powerhouse method, I reached 100 leads today." 100 leads in a single day. How cool is that? What would that do for your business, right? And it's becoming more and more common to actually have these videos sent in as well, which is just super awesome that people take the time to do that, just thanking me for my training, sharing the results that they're getting. It's just awesome stuff. But that's not all. That's not all that I want to do for you. Before I let you know how you can join this new kind of program that I've put together here, I want to show you the bonuses that I wanted to put in this for you. I want to make this super special. I want to make sure that you had everything you need to make this work in a big way. So bonus number one is a training program that I put together called Lead Conversion University. Okay, this is going to teach you everything from the point of getting traffic. What do you do with that traffic to make my money? Okay, I have people emailing me every time that, you know, everyone that goes through this training, they say, well, John, I've gone through 2 Powerhouse, I'm getting videos ranked, I'm getting traffic, but how on earth did you, make over $800,000 with this method? How did you build a list of 91,000 people? Well, this is what I teach in Lead Conversion University. I'm going to teach you literally every step of building just a ridiculously profitable and lucrative online business. Okay, I'm going to show you market research, finding killer products to promote, capture pages, bridge marketing. I'm going to show you, remember I told you that my capture pages convert at between 50, 60, 70%. Well, I'm going to show you how I design those pages and how you can be, getting those same kind of results. I'll show you bridge marketing, how to bridge the gap between, a lead that's just joined your list and how to build a relationship with them and how to get them to trust you before you then send them to any sales material. It's called bridge marketing, and I've got very good at doing that. I show you email copywriting, how to write emails to send your leads and your subscribers to get good results. I show you how to convert leads into buyers. I show you upselling, and I show you why and how leads are worth to me about $20 every time they join my list. Okay, so on average, over the lifetime of them being on my list, each lead is worth to me immediately at least $20. When they join my list. I mean, that's crazy. When you can do that, it means you can afford to spend, $5, $6, $7 getting a lead because they're worth you $20. But even with 2 Powerhouse, we're getting our leads for pretty much free, which is just crazy. I show you how I design my funnels. How do I design my marketing funnels to actually get the results and sales that I've generated, right? And the value of this training is $997. Going to give it to you absolutely free today. I'm not going to charge you anything extra. It's just going to throw that in so that you have the complete package. You're going to get the 2 Powerhouse 2.0 traffic training. You're going to get the Lead Conversion University conversion training. Total value of $2,994. But that's not all. I do have another bonus for you just here real quick. This is something I'm super excited about. It's a product that I have called Launch Sniper. Okay, and what Launch Sniper is it basically teaches you the first method, hear this, the first method I ever used to start making money online. Before I had any credibility, before I had any results, before I had any authority, I started using my Launch Sniper method that I actually figured out, and I made my first $10,000 a month. I had my first $10,000 a month using this system here, and I lay out exactly what I did. So I show you how to go from $0 to $10,000 a month. You can have zero experience right now, and I promise you can follow my Launch Sniper method, and you can be making $10,000 a month. You can do it, and I know it works because I've done it time and time again. I've seen customers of mine doing it time and time again. So basically, I'm just going to show you within this how to hijack other people's traffic. You're doing it in a complete and search traffic. It's a really cool method. It's completely ethical. Okay, I'm going to show you how to build loyal subscribers and leads, using this method. I'm going to show you how my leads with this particular Launch Sniper method are actually worth to me about $40 plus. Okay, on average, my other leads are worth about $20. These leads are worth over $40 to me. They're super valuable because the method I teach here in hijacking other people's traffic, they're actually the leads that will join your list, they are super loyal to you, and they will buy pretty much anything you promote to them because they're glued to you, that you're building your brand around you, and you can do this without any previous experience. It's exciting stuff, and the value of this training is $497. Okay. Bonus 3 is called Traffic Hurricane. Okay, Traffic Hurricane, believe it or not, is actually the recording from the training that I did at Russell Brunson's event. If you were here at the beginning of the webinar, you heard me talking about this. right? Well, he allowed me to actually get hold of the recording and package it up. And as you can see, I kind of put some graphics together for it because I was initially going to be selling this recording for $997. Okay, this was a 2-hour presentation that I did for Russell Brunson's high-end $10,000 coaching clients. So this was some of my best stuff, some of my most advanced YouTube training. And I thought, heck, do you know what? I'm selling to PowerHouse. I'm going to offer some spots to Mike's followers on this webinar we're doing. Why don't I just chuck this in absolutely free and just make this a complete no-brainer? It's on the same subject. Why don't I just bundle it all in together? So you're going to get this absolutely free as well. You're not going to pay any extra for this, okay? So you're going to get the 2 PowerHouse traffic training, the Lead Conversion University conversion training, Launch Sniper method, and the Traffic Hurricane, total value of $4,488. What more do you need, right? If you are one of the lucky ones that are going to get a chance to join in just a second, what more do you actually need? Well, here's something that may benefit you. It's bonus 4, and it's checklists for every step of the journey. You know, I told you that I have my 5-part ranking formula, right? Well, the only way that you can go wrong, as I mentioned earlier, is if you don't follow the exact steps that I teach you. So what I did to aid you in doing that is I've given you checklists for every single module. So as you go through the module on keyword research, as you're searching for your keywords, you can literally have this checklist open next to you, and you can be ticking off the checklist as and when you do the steps that I tell you, so that you know that once you've ticked every box, you have done every step. And if you do that for every module, then you know that you have not missed a single thing, and that way you are going to get results. There's no other way around it. See what I mean? So I'm super proud of putting these together. The value of these is $397 because you would not believe how much time it takes to put this stuff together. But I wanted to do it because I know it's going to get you results. Okay. So is there anything else you need? Well, there's one thing that I can think of, and I teased you with it earlier on, but it's only because I knew I was going to offer it to you. So bonus 5 is the perfect video script. This is basically a compilation of all the videos that I've got the best results from in my business, in my time of doing this YouTube method. Okay, all the YouTube videos that I've ever done, I've gone through and I've found what I believe is the perfect video script. You know, I said that there's the right length to have your video, and that you've got to focus on the watch time. You've got to make sure that your videos are engaging enough. You've got to focus on that first 7 seconds. Well, everything is broken down in this perfect video script. I tell you what to say in the first 7 seconds, then I tell you what to say in the first 20 seconds, tell you what to say in the first 30 seconds, and so on and so forth until you get to the end. And I even tell you what to say in the call to action to make it the most engaging but soft and direct call to action. Okay, so this is literally like there's no work on your part in terms of knowing what to say. You literally just take my name out and put your name in. You take my keyword out and put your keyword in, and you take my link out and you put your link in. And that's literally as about as as about as easy as it gets, isn't it? And so I'm super proud of this. I know it's going to help a lot of people. And the value of this is $97. It should actually be valued at a lot more than this, as I'm sure you can appreciate. So you're literally getting everything: the traffic training, conversion training, Launch Sniper, the recording from Russell Brunson's event, the checklist, and the perfect video script. Total value of $4,982. And I want to ask you just a quick question. If all this did for you was allow you to finally start getting traffic to your site, would it be worth it? I'm just curious. Would it be worth it to you, right? If all this did for you was finally start converting visitors into sales, would it be worth it to you? Would it be worth it to consider joining today if you finally are able to start converting visitors into sales? How about if it just gave you the kick up the butt to finally get you moving in the right direction? That kick up the butt that you know you've needed for a while, would it be worth it? And what if it actually allowed you to enjoy your business and have it not feel like a slog anymore, not feel like a challenge to actually get it working, but just enjoy your business because results are coming in? Would it be worth it? Okay, pretty sure it would be. In fact, I'm getting tons of yeses coming in. Casey says yes. Nancy, Kimberly, Amira, Nancy, Ed, Janet, Larry, Stephanie, Chris, Frank, Rochelle, Martin. Tons of people saying yes. I appreciate that, and I thought it probably would be. So you can see why it's a good deal for this package, for this training at $5,000. And I'm sure you can see why these people in this picture have paid $5,000 to come and spend a private 2 days with me to learn this stuff. Okay, everyone in here paid around about $5,000 to be in this small, intimate room with me to learn this over 2 days. And you're going to get access, lifetime access to all of my training, not just for 2 days, but for whenever you want to access it. Okay, and you're going to have personal access to me, which I'm going to explain in just a second. Okay, so you can see why it would be a good deal at $5,000. I'm pretty sure that would make sense to you. And you can see why we're actually going to sell this for $1,997 to the general public here if we ever do decide to open it up. In fact, PowerHouse and this package has been sold out now and closed for actually around about 8 months. And we haven't sold it to the general public. Okay, I've only agreed to open this up because I've created a special deal with Mike. Okay, he asked me to do this, and I've decided to open up some spots for his people because he sees the value in you guys having this. So because you're special, because you're friends of Mike, you've been personally referred, and quite frankly, because you're willing to spend the time that you have done with me here on this webinar, I want to offer you a special deal. You can get started right now. You can become one of my new PowerHouse coaching program members. You can become a part of this. You can become a part of what we're doing here and learn my exact method for doing this stuff. And you can join today for $997. One-time payment, never billed again. You have complete access to everything I just mentioned for a one-time payment of $997. Is that pretty cool? Is that pretty good for you guys? So you can get started now by going to tubepowerhouse.com/Mike. If you go to that link right now, you can secure yourself a spot because, and this is not fake scarcity. You can 100% test me on this. This offer is limited to the first 30 people only on this webinar. Okay, and that is it. I'm not selling 31. I'm not selling anything over 30 because, quite frankly, this program is sold out. And to make this the personal program that I want it to be, where myself and my team make sure that you get all the help and the training and the coaching that you need, and to actually get results with this method. If I take on any more than 30, it becomes too much of a workload. I can't help you guys as much as I would have been able to if we had less of you in. Does that kind of make sense? I'm sure you guys can appreciate that. That's why the price point is at where it is as well. It's to make sure the people that come in are the action takers that see value in this, but this really is for the first 30 people. As soon as the 30 spots are being filled, I promise you, the page that you see at the top there, tubepowerhouse.com/Mike, as soon as we hit 30, that page is coming down. We will not open up any more spots. So if you know that you want to be in, if you know this is something you want to get involved in and that you want to be a part of and you want to learn, then you should really go to this link right now and grab a spot, and I'd love to have you on board. So you kind of have two choices at this point. The first option is kind of do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free, by the way. I'm going to explain that in just a second. But the second option is you can pony up this small investment today, and I say small compared to all the value that you'll get in return, and just give it a shot, give it a try, okay? Because if I can't make you money, then I don't deserve yours. So here's what I'm willing to do for you. I've put together 100% zero shenanigans 30-day money-back guarantee, right? Take action now, try everything for 30 days, and if you aren't satisfied for any reason whatsoever, even if it's just that you don't like the sound of my sexy British accent, quote, self-proclaimed, then simply ask for a refund and I'll send you back every penny, okay? Because I know that once you go through this, you're going to be absolutely blown away. I know it. This is the thing, like, because I've put this training together, I know what's in it, I know it gets results, and I know it's, it's what you need. So I'm super confident, which is why I want to take all the risk on myself. I don't want you to feel like you are, at any way in risk, but I know you're going to love this, but I want you to have this option. So now I've taken all the risks. So the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which, if it does even half of what I've claimed today on this training, could pay for itself literally as soon as you upload your first video to YouTube. If you get just one video that produces results, that's $400 a month. Would that be worth it to you? I'm pretty sure it would be. But here's the thing. I'm going to sweeten the deal a little more if you're one of the first 30 people, because I reward action takers. If you guys follow me and you know how I work, I always reward action takers because that's the kind of person you really need to be to succeed in this industry. So if you take action and you come to this link and you decide to join and you're one of the first 30, here's what I'm going to do for you. Would you find it helpful to know the exact backlinks that I use to rank my videos? The exact ones that I personally use, okay? I've got this product called Backlink Power, and I put this together. I'm going to explain what it is in just a second, but backlinking is arguably the most important part of this whole YouTube method. It's the art of getting links to your YouTube video from other websites on the internet, right? So imagine your YouTube video is here in the middle, and imagine these are all different websites on the internet. You want to have as many of these websites pointing to yours with a link to yours as possible, okay? And so it's one of the most important methods. If you guys know anything about kind of SEO and YouTube marketing, then you know the importance of this, right? And do you remember these videos that I showed you? All the ones that are kind of getting ranked. I've got tons more. Here's just a few examples of these videos, right? You remember these videos? They're clearly ranking in the search results. They're getting results. Well, I'm going to show you my complete backlink Rolodex for the exact backlinks that I use to get those videos ranked. What I did is I went back and I wrote down the exact places that I got my backlinks from that got those videos ranked. Okay, isn't that cool? So I'm just taking the guesswork completely out of doing your backlinking. You can literally just go into my backlink power PDF, go to my complete backlink Rolodex of all the ones that have actually worked for me, and just build backlinks that you know actually bring results and get your videos ranked. Isn't that cool? And if you know they're going to rank, then you know you're going to make money if you follow the way that I tell you to do the videos. So you're going to know exactly who I use to build my backlinks. I'm going to show you what I call my power pair. These are two particular places that I go for backlinks, and I do this in the first 5 minutes of getting my video uploaded. It's a particular strategy that I figured out. There's a 5-minute window when your video is uploaded that you can get two particular types of backlinks, and if you do, sometimes you can rank literally instantly in a few minutes. My record is 53 seconds. Isn't that crazy? And I call it the power pair. And it literally costs between $5 and $40. I pay other people to do my backlinking for me. I don't do it myself. I think your time is better spent, and my time is better spent doing income-producing activities rather than building backlinks. So I pay people to do it for me, and it literally costs between $5 and $40. And I'm going to show you exactly who I use, exactly who builds my backlinks. And it's completely set and forget. You just set up the backlinks, they start getting built, and you just forget about them. And it takes 5 minutes for you to initiate and start setting up, so it's not a long procedure. And the value of this PDF is $197. Here's my extra bonus number 2. This one is pretty cool. For those of you who are promoting, an MLM, just go ahead and put yes in the questions box if you're promoting any kind of MLM, whether it be, Empower Network, iPass, Mobe, or anything like that, anything else. Okay, tons of yeses coming in. I thought so. Well, this is a particular funnel that I used for a network marketing business that I was promoting, right? And it's one particular funnel of mine using my YouTube traffic, by the way, that made me over $490,000. One particular funnel type, one particular way that I set up my funnels has been responsible for almost $500,000. Okay, and what I'm going to do in this training is I break down the exact funnel that I use. This is one of the trainings that people are most excited about because I literally break it down. I show you my capture pages, I show you the bridge page, the bridge pages I use. I show you all the follow-up stuff, the email sequences, the follow-up pages, everything in this funnel. I show it to you, so you can literally mirror it, copy it, and use it for your business. And the value of this training is $497. And I have one more thing that I want to let you know about. And as soon as I've done this, we're going to jump to some Q&A. I'm going to answer all of your questions on any topic of YouTube or anything we've talked about. So just give me an extra 2 minutes here, and then we're going to jump to some Q&A. So the last bonus, I have actually left the best until last. And again, this is for the first 30 people only. I'm going to give you 6 weeks of live Q&A coaching with me personally. Is that pretty cool? I'm going to give you 6 weeks of live Q&A coaching with me personally, okay? There's going to be no more than around about 10 or 15 people on the call, okay? And I'm going to literally interact with you personally. We're going to talk one-on-one. We're going to look over your stuff and actually make sure you're getting results. So here's what we can do with this. Over these 6 weeks, all your questions will get answered. The reason why I'm doing this, and I want you to understand this because this is a big job for me. To do 6 weeks of live coaching with you guys, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, but I want to do it because I know it will benefit you, okay? So when you get stuck, when you hit those hurdles, when you hit those things that just aren't going right, then you can jump on these coaching calls that we do, and you can ask all of your questions, and I will answer every single one. Okay, I'll also critique your videos. If you want me to look over your videos, if you want me to personally look over what you're doing and critique and explain and advise on what I think you could be doing better, I will do that. I'm going to critique your keywords. If you want me to check over your keywords and check that you're going after ones that are going to be beneficial and actually going to work well, I'll do that for you. I'm going to critique your capture pages or any websites that you have that you're using your YouTube traffic for. Anything involved in this method that you want me to look over, you want my expert advice on, you want me to critique it and look it over, I will do that on these live coaching calls, and we will interact personally and make sure you're getting results. And give you my personal help. You're literally it's like you're having me looking over your screen, helping you with this. And we're going to record all of these sessions. So if you can't make them, they're all going to be recorded, and you can actually catch the recording of them as well. So this is, I mean, I can't actually put a value on this. I mean, at the moment, believe it or not, my time is valued at $1,000 an hour. If anyone wants to jump on Skype with me for advice, for training, and they want my personal time, it costs $1,000 an hour to jump on Skype with me, and people do pay that on a frequent basis actually. So if you compare it to that, we're talking about 6 weeks of multiple hours of personal help for you. I mean, this is just, if this doesn't get you excited, then I don't know what will, because you've seen the results that I get. So if you have someone like me that is able to look over your stuff and check that you're getting the results that you need, I can't think of anything more beneficial, really. So anyway, here's everything you're getting, and then we're going to go to some Q&A. 2 PowerHouse traffic training. I'm going to show you in this training everything you need to know to do your YouTube videos, the right way to get a good amount of traffic, get your videos ranked, all that fun stuff. Okay, you're going to get Lead Conversion University, the conversion training. You're going to get the Launch Sniper system. You're going to get the Traffic Hurricane recordings from Russell Brunson's event. You're going to get all the checklists. Everything is there for you to not miss a step. You're going to get my perfect video script, so never get a video wrong. Okay, never again will you shoot a video that doesn't get results, because you know the right way to do it. You're going to get backlink power, all the backlinks that I use that actually get results. You're going to get access to them. You're going to get the secrets of a $490,000 funnel, and you're going to get 6 weeks of live coaching from me personally. A total value of $5,675. And so you can either try another solo ad or chuck another $1,000 at Facebook ads and just kind of hope for the best, or for the same price, for $997, you can get access to my complete package showing everything I've done with YouTube to build my list of, actually this number's gone up, it's now 91,583 leads, and do over $800,000 in sales. Okay, when you put it in that perspective, you can either kind of waste another $1,000 trying to do some Facebook ads or solo ads, or for that same price you can get my personal help and coaching to make sure this method works for you. Okay, so if you're interested and you want to be in that, that first 30, I have no idea how many spots we have left. You can go to tubepowerhouse.com/Mike. What you'll find there is this page right here. It's going to give you a summary of everything that I'm including for you guys, friends of Mike Hobbs. And if you're interested, go ahead and click on that big green button, say yes, I'm in, and it will take you to our safe and secure online order form where you can submit your payment, secure one of the first 30 spots. You'll have instant access to everything we've mentioned, and you'll get information on the first Q&A coaching call that we'll be doing here literally in the next few days. So exciting stuff. I'd love to have you on board. If you're looking at this thinking, I know I need to be doing this stuff, but it's a bit of a stretch, trust me, this is going to be the training that you need to get results. So with that, I'm super excited. I'd love to have you on board. You can go to powerhouse.com/Mike right now and join and become one of those first 30 people, and I'm super excited to work with you. Anyway, Paul, that was a lot to take in, wasn't it, Mike? We got through a lot of training, a lot of stuff. I wonder whether we should jump through to some Q&A. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Q&A would be awesome. And real quick, before we get into that, I just have a couple thoughts for everybody who's stuck on. And by the way, the Q&A portions of stuff like this or training like this are probably even more value than any of the trainings that there is out there. So the fact that you stuck on to the very, very end tells me that you really know what you're doing. You're the type of person that really you're in the right place, you're at the right time, and you're going to get the most value out of this webinar. The people who left early, guess what? They're not going to get this portion of the webinar, and you are. And I'm super excited about this Q&A. But real quick, guys, I mean, isn't it the value that he gave tonight, just some of the secrets, some of the breakthroughs, some of the backstory of how this stuff works, wasn't that valuable? Did you guys get value from this? So here's just a quick story that I actually, when I met John actually a couple years ago at a live event. So this was an event that people paid $5,000 to be on. So they were already all in. And they also paid $1,000 to get to the event. So people paid 5,100 plus $1,000 to get to this event. And I met John for the very first time where he broke down his YouTube strategy. And at that moment, I looked at his strategy and I was like, man, that's so cool. I love that strategy. It's free. He pays, $5 to $40 in backlinks. And I literally said, okay, I'm going to do this strategy for all the affiliate products that I'm a part of. Okay. I decided to do that after I watched John live at that $6,000 training. Okay. And I saw that strategy that he broke down today, and it's actually been refined since then because I have access to the same product that you get when you go to powerhouse.com/Mike. I have access to that same product right now, and I've been going through it myself. But I saw that 2 years ago when this product was not even in existence, and it's been updated since then. But I looked at it and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And you guys remember that video I showed you when John was out, when he actually got cut. He actually got kicked out of the webinar. I pulled up my video, the social monkey one. Guys, I used what John taught, and that video is it's one of the videos on the first page of Google. It's number one in the on YouTube as well. I have over 4,000 views, and I've actually sold over 1,100. Think about this, 1,100 of that product. Isn't that crazy? Now, obviously, I sent it to my list once, I think, as well. But out of just my list and the rankings, I've sold that product. It's only $7, so it's not like a lot. But I've sold 1,100 of those products from one video. 1,100 from one video, and it was from John's training. I saw it, and I went and took massive action. And in fact, he never had a course then. He just taught people in that training. And then I came up to him and I'm like, hey, what backlinks are you using? And he actually just told me a couple of the backlinks that he was buying from, just a couple of them that he was getting from Fiverr. And I was like, really? You're just buying them from those two people? And he just told me two. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. So I started, on all my videos that I'm ranking, I'm actually buying those backlinks from those two sources. And I was going through his product recently, the one that you can get at powerhouse.com/Mike, and I saw he has like every single backlink. For those of you who get it, the bonus, that bonus report, he has like everything that he does, like the ones he buys from Fiverr, the exact list, and even the buyer. And I was so blown away. I'm like, wow, that's what really propelled my videos when I first met him 2 years ago. And can you guys see why I'm excited to bring him on this webinar? Because he's never offered this outside of that $6,000 mastermind. And I wanted to get this information out to you guys and actually have something available. Because like he said, you can go buy a bunch of crappy clicks, right? I actually bought, just so you guys know, a couple months ago, I bought $5,000 worth of clicks, and I got 2 sales, which I'm grateful for. I got 2 sales from $5,000 worth of clicks. Now, those of you in here, was that worth the investment there? No, it wasn't. I spent $5,000 for 2 sales, and that definitely was not a good worth of investment. I could have, obviously bought this training course and generated the leads myself. And I can tell you guys, generating your own leads, this is a huge breakthrough. As soon as you understand how to generate your own leads, you will be able to write your own paycheck. Does everybody understand that? As soon as you understand how to generate leads, do you understand that you can literally write your own paycheck? You know exactly how to make money when you can start getting the leads yourself. So instead of just buying clicks, instead of just buying things, now it's my fault. I listened to the hype and I saw these, and it wasn't I pass clicks. So don't jump to conclusions. Oh, I pass clicks, sell clicks. No, there's different traffic out there. I'm not talking about I pass at all. I was actually researching, and I did a different strategy, a different click vendor that I will never use again, obviously. But I wasted money there. This is not wasting money because this is an investment in yourself. This is an investment on learning how to do lead generation, so you never have to worry about being ripped off again, you can literally just write your own paycheck. You can generate your own leads, and you can do it from someone that I trust, because I've known him again since I've for about 2 or 3 years now, since the first event that I met him, and he knows his stuff. He knows what he's doing. And those of you who know me know I don't promote every affiliate product on the planet, and I don't do webinars like this all the time. There's a few people that I trust. Ray Higdon's one of them. John Penberthy's another one. Mark Hoverson's another one. But there's a select handful of people that I trust, and John is one of those people. So I just want everyone to know, I actually plan, and actually I was just thinking about it when you were talking about, and I put the link in the chat. So if you guys go look over on the chat, you can actually click on the link too. You don't have to actually type it out. So go click that link on the right. It'll take you to that website. But I will tell you guys, I was listening, and I wasn't planning on doing any bonuses myself. But now that I think about it, there's some things that John doesn't teach in his course that I do, that are just like minor things. Everything that he teaches, you'll actually get, your stuff ranked. But there's just a couple things that I noticed that he didn't teach in the course that I can add on. So what I decided to do is I'll do one webinar with all the people, so the 30 people who decide to get in. I'll do a webinar with you 30, and I will go over, what the difference, like what he does, and then just a couple little minor tweaks that I do that also help in ranking the videos. And I will actually break down every video that I have ranked on page 1. Does that sound good? So any video that I have ranked on page 1, I will break those down, and I'll show you my keywords, I'll show you my descriptions, and I'll show you everything that I did to make those videos rank. And that'll just be an added bonus on top of what John does. So does that sound like a cool thing that I'll do for you guys? If that sounds good, type yes, and then we'll get right into Q&A. And those of you who stuck around to the very end, you guys are going to get the most amount of value out of this webinar. So that tells me you're the type of person that really wants to get this rocking and rolling. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to actually turn over the rest of the time to my buddy John. He's going to answer every question you have. So start typing your questions now in the chat. This is Q&A session. I'm going to turn it over to him. I actually have to run. I only had 2 hours blocked out to get out of my class, so I have to get back there right now. So I'm just going to turn it over to John, and he's going to take all of your questions. So ask all of your questions right now. And again, I appreciate you for being here, and I'll come back and I'll notice all the 30 that got it, and then we'll get this rocking and rolling. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Take it over, John.
Awesome, appreciate you, Mike. And I actually had, just for the record, guys, I had no idea that Mike was going to add that added bonus, which is just awesome. It just shows that Mike is truly a man of value. He wants to make sure you guys get all the value that you need. So I appreciate him adding that extra bit of it, guidance and help for you guys. And now you've got kind of two minds that are doing this stuff and actually showing you, kind of opening up exactly what we're doing. So that's awesome that Mike has offered to do that for you guys as well, and you definitely want to jump on that, because as you know, Mike is just one of the powerhouse leaders in his field. He knows exactly what he's doing. But anyway, let's jump into some Q&A. I want to make sure I answer any and all of your questions as promised. So I'm just going to start from the top down and start making my way through all of these. So bear with me. There's a lot of questions coming in here. Got a question from Sam saying, is this the John from The Best Spinner and Article Builder? The answer to that is no. That's you must be thinking of a different John. That's that's not me. See what else we've got going down here. Lots of people saying they've got in, which is awesome. Scroll down here real quick. Okay, so Dwayne has asked a very good question. Does the course come with lifetime updates? It's a very, very good question, and the answer is yes. But it not only comes with lifetime updates, it's kind of you get lifetime access. So once you join today and you become one of my group of 30 coaching students, you're literally going to have complete access now, and you're going to have access to it for life. Okay, that access is never going to be limited. That access is never going to be taken away. It's only ever going to get better, because I do keep learning new things. I do keep learning new strategies. I do keep learning new tweaks and things that and ways that things are changing. And so as and when I learn something new, I add it to the training. In fact, there's a couple of things I actually want to add to the training here coming up pretty soon. So I'm going to be shooting some new training videos and adding it to the members area pretty soon here as well. So yes, in answer to your question, you get lifetime access to it and you get lifetime updates. So anytime I update the training, if I update the entire course, I'm not going to sell it again and try and charge you again. Even if I update the entire course, you will get free upgraded access to that. But only if you're obviously one of the first 30 here. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Let's have a look down here. Benjamin says, can I use Traffic Geyser 2.0 with this also? Yes, you can. I have heard of Traffic Geyser. Traffic Geyser is a way to distribute kind of your videos and your content, you know, out over the internet to rank with other forms. Yes, you can. Yeah, you definitely can, Benjamin. Stephen says, John, will there be a replay? The answer is yes. I'm recording this. Obviously, we had that hiccup in the middle where my internet went down for a bit and you lost me for a bit. So I'm not quite sure how the replay is going to come out from that. But we're definitely going to do our best to get a replay out for you guys. So if you want one, send myself or Mike an email and we can get that replay to you. Cool stuff. Kimberly says, do you take PayPal? Unfortunately, at the moment, we don't take PayPal for this. We don't really have that as a means of payment. Unfortunately, it's only credit card or debit card or some kind of bank card at this point in time. Yeah, so I do apologize about that. We don't have PayPal set up as an option, unfortunately. Cool. See what else we've got going on down here. Larry says, good question. Typically, how long are your videos that obviously lead to your website and your landing page? Typically, you're going to want your videos to be between 2 and 3 minutes. That's kind of like the prime time from what I figured out. Like if it's 2 or 3 minutes, it's giving you enough time to, get across your message and what you need and want to say in that video, but it's not so long that people are getting bored and unengaged and they're dropping off. So I found that between 2 and 3 minutes works the best right now. Cool. So got any other questions coming on here? Someone's asking, how many spots do you have left? Am I definitely going to be in the top 30? I don't actually know because I can't check while I'm here on the webinar. But what I am going to be doing, and what I can promise you I'll be doing, is as soon as this webinar finishes, I'll be going straight to my dashboard to see how many people have joined, and if the 30 spots have been filled, then I'll be taking this page down immediately to powerhouse.com/Mike. So as soon as the 30 have been hit, and I'll check as soon as the webinar is over, I'll be taking that page down. So if you're if you're going to this link now and you're still getting to that page, if you're still getting here and you're seeing this page, it means there are still spots available. And actually, if you're watching this, on the replay, if you've got access to the replay and you're seeing this, and you go to powerhouse.com/Mike, and you can see this page here, which leads to here, it means there are still spots left. I don't expect there to be many spots left. In fact, I'm going to assume they're pretty much all taken already. But if on the off chance there's a few left, in the next kind of couple of days, and you're watching this on the replay, then you can still join. So I hope that kind of answers your question. I believe that was Claire that asked that. I don't know exactly how many are left, but if you go there right now, you're guaranteed a spot. Cool. See what other questions we've got going on here. Steve says, do you show us and teach us capture pages? Yes, I do. Yeah, I assume you're talking about the capture pages I was showing you earlier on, where I was getting 50, 60, 70% conversion rates, just crazy numbers, and I teach that in the 2 Powerhouse system. In fact, in one of the bonuses, I show you it in Lead Conversion University. I show you how to design those pages, and also I show you that in the $490,000 funnel. training. I show you how I design my capture pages there as well, which got an insane conversion rate. So I teach you all about capture pages. Good question. Cool, cool, cool. Kerry says, just bought it. I'm sick of being epic failure online. I'm sure you're not an epic failure, Kerry. And even if you feel that way, we're definitely going to turn that around together. So pleased you're on board. Glad to have you on board. Exciting stuff ahead, Kerry. Tim says, I have some older videos, 1 to 2 years old. Can I go back and better optimize those, or would you suggest reshooting? Tim, it's a very good question. I would actually kind of suggest maybe doing both, right? You know, if you've got those older videos, then there's no harm in going back and re-optimizing those, changing the title a bit, changing the description and the tags and the backlinking, and just kind of rejiggling some things around. You know, it's only going to help if they're already out there on the internet. You may as well, you know, optimize them and monetize them. The only problem is, obviously, the video may not be as targeted to whatever the headline or title or keyword it is you wanna rank for. You see what I mean? So it's kind of a little bit hit and miss. But I would definitely suggest going back and doing some better optimization on some older videos you've got, and then obviously, you know, part 2 of that is then, but still move forward and reshoot some new videos and kind of you know, do the whole method again from start to finish. So good stuff. Ed says, what do you mean when you mention changing your YouTube channel name? Well, basically, when you create a new channel, Ed, you can name that channel. You know, most people might just name it their brand name or their birth, you know, their birth name, right? But you can actually name your channel your keyword. So your channel is literally the name of your keyword, the one you're targeting, and that's going to really greatly increase your SEO factors and your ranking factors. Okay, so that's going to work out really, really well. So that's kind of how that works. Deborah asked a good question. Do you pay attention to the second column in the keyword research tool that tells you if it's high, medium, or low competition? No, I don't, because I'll tell you why, Deborah, because that's actually referring to paid ads. So what that column refers to, it refers to advertisers who are paying to be on that keyword, who are paying to advertise on that keyword. So it can be a helpful gauge, because if it's a high, if that column says high, then it means that there's lots of advertisers, you know, advertising on that keyword, which means that it's obviously a profitable keyword because advertisers are advertising on it. If it says low, then obviously there's not that many advertisers, so potentially it's not, you know, as great of a keyword as maybe some others. So it's kind of, you know, I don't worry about it too much, but it is, you know, it can be an extra little help to kind of, you know, glance over there and have a little look, but it's not something I would really take hugely, you know, on board. So I hope that is helpful. Sherry says this was absolutely awesome training. I appreciate that, Sherry. Thanks for being here. Kimberly says, I'm getting it, I'm joining. Awesome, good to have you on board, Kimberly. Good stuff, good stuff. Lots of people thanking me, so I really do appreciate that. I appreciate that you've got value out of this. Oh man, yeah. So Kimberly, you've said I've spent, you know, $10,000 in traffic so far, just down the drain. Yeah, I totally understand that. You know, been there, done that. It's hard to find something that actually works. You know, like I said, I spent 2 years of my life trying to figure this stuff out. Spent lots of money buying lots of different courses on pretty much everything, and just nothing was working for me. So I can definitely feel your pain there, Kimberly. But one thing I can promise you is this is different. What I teach here is different. And I'm sure you'll get results with this. Cool. Larry says, how many YouTube channels do you have, since you said that you optimize not only the video but also the channel? Again, great question, Larry. I probably don't have as many YouTube channels as I do videos, because sometimes, you know, I put a couple of videos on the same channel if they're very closely related. This is the kind of stuff that I teach inside the course, you know, how to structure the videos and how to kind of position them within channels and creating channels and all that kind of stuff. So I don't create, you know, religiously a new channel for every new video, but that is a common pattern that I follow. So I would have quite a few channels. I wouldn't quite have as many, you know, as 85. I wouldn't quite have as many, you know, as I do videos, but it certainly would be a lot of channels. But here's the interesting thing. Once you know how to do it, it literally, you can create a new YouTube channel from scratch, completely optimized with your keyword and everything in place, and I am not exaggerating, you can do it in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. It's all it takes. So you find your new keyword, you create your new channel, it takes 3 minutes and you're ready to go. You're ready to upload your video. So it's not a problem once you know the procedure, but it is definitely valuable in terms of the SEO stuff. Cool. So I look down here. I'm just looking at these other questions here. We've got tons of things coming in here. So Evan asks, where do you get your backlinks? Unfortunately, Evan, that's one thing that I can't disclose, purely because it's a part of the bonuses and the training that I offer here for everyone that joins. I teach them where I get these backlinks from, and I can't because we've still got hundreds of people on this call. I can't really tell you where you know, exactly where I get mine from and exactly who I use. Otherwise, I'll never get any of my own work done. So I'm only really going to, you know, give the names of the exact people that I use and who I use to build my backlinks to the people that obviously join this program. I hope you can appreciate that and respect that. I appreciate that you respect that. Daniel says, I bought the course. Awesome, Daniel. Great to have you on board. Appreciate it. Claire says, I'm in. Awesome. Great to have you on board, Claire. Appreciate it. Deborah's asking a similar question to the one I just answered. You said, do you have a different YouTube channel for each niche? So that's kind of along the lines of what I just kind of answered there, which is, you know, yeah, I do. You know, if I'm going into a new niche or a new market, I would definitely create a new YouTube channel and keep it very specific to that, you know, that particular niche that I'm targeting there. Kenneth says, how would you or do you ever make YouTube videos on current trending topics in the world, such as sports, news, celebs, etc.? Yes, you can, and actually that would work very well, and I'll tell you why. Because if you go after, you know, trying to rank for and target trending topics, then no one's actually targeted that key phrase before, because it's a brand new key phrase, it's a brand new trending topic. So you'd be able to rank for it pretty easily. My only thought is that you'd have to, you know, be quite creative with how you'd monetize that. You know, if you're trying to rank for, you know, trending topics about celebrities, right? You know, you're going to find that harder to monetize. By monetize, I mean actually how you're going to make money from that. Do you know what I mean? You could do it more with sports. You know, if you're targeting sports keywords like tennis, for example. At the moment in the UK, we have Wimbledon going on, right? So you could actually kind of target Wimbledon key phrases and then you know, point them and lead them to, you know, a tennis course, teaching them how to improve their tennis game or whatever. So you could be a bit creative with it, but definitely great idea, Kenneth. You can rank for those trending topics for sure. So Justin says, do you need to buy, you know, Gmail accounts from Fiverr to create multiple channels from your videos, so multiple videos don't get shut down? No, I wouldn't ever recommend you going to Fiverr and buying Google accounts and buying channel, you know, people to create your channels. I have tested that before and it works out terribly, because they just use, you know, crappy softwares and you will get caught out every single time. So if you get someone on Fiverr, please hear me. If you're on this line and you're listening, please hear this. You know, if you're ever tempted to go on Fiverr and have someone buy you Google accounts, to create you Google accounts and create YouTube channels, do not do it. That is one job that you always want to do manually. Okay, always manually. Um, something else here. Oh, good question. Someone's asking how much time is needed to make this work. So I'm going to be realistic with you. You know, if you're going to want, let's say, um, at least like 30 minutes a day to be going through this training and kind of committing to it, right? If you can't commit to 30 minutes a day, or you can't commit to really like, making time to going through this training, then you're going to find it very difficult to make this work, and you're probably not the right person for this, and I wouldn't recommend you join. You're really going to need at least 30 minutes a day to go through some of this training, start implementing. If you've got an hour a day, fantastic. If you've got 2 hours a day, you're ready to rock and roll. So yeah, minimum of 30 minutes a day. Really, you're going to want to go through this to kind of get maximum benefit from it. Someone says, I'm promoting Empower Network and iPass. Would this method work for that? The answer is absolutely, right? I've promoted Empower Network and iPass and done very well. I've made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars just using my YouTube method to Empower Network. In fact, I'm consistently and was consistently on the Empower Network and iPass leaderboards all the time. I was consistently one of the top earners, consistently one of the top recruiters. And you know how I did it? You know what I was using? I was literally, I promised you, I was just using YouTube videos. I was using videos like the one I showed you that I was ranking for, part-time jobs from home, and I have other ones about starting a business and making money and working from home. And I was just sending all this YouTube traffic to my Empower Network business, and I was making sales. People were loving it. So you can definitely use this for Empower Network and iPass for sure. And the same goes for someone else I can see asking a comment about Mobe. You're promoting Mobe, you're involved with Mobe. Yes, this will work for Mobe. Literally, guys, what you got to know is this works for anything, right? The only limitation to this method is if people aren't actually searching for particular keywords. But you got to think about it. How many people, how often do people go to Google when they need something? Literally every single time. Whenever anyone needs something, they always go to YouTube and they always go to Google. They type in their problems. It doesn't matter what industry, it doesn't matter what product, doesn't matter what problem they have. Everyone goes to Google to type in their problems. Everyone does it. It's crazy. So it doesn't matter what you're promoting in whatever market, industry, or niche, you will find traffic for it, guaranteed. Cool. Let's have a look down here. Just looking at some other. Tim says, do you give a script to Fiverr? So I'm guessing you mean when I recommended that you find someone on Fiverr to shoot the video for you for like clickbank products and stuff. Yeah, you do. I give you, the perfect video script. So if you join today and you become one of the 30 that kind of get a hold of this and kind of grab the bull by the horns and really take this method and kind of get results with it, then yes, you can take you get access to my perfect video script, and you can just give that perfect video script to the person you're going to use on Fiverr. So literally, there's no work on your part now. They're shooting the video, and I've already given you the script to use. So cool. Have a look down here. So yeah, good question. Robert has said, okay, so Google and YouTube hate work from home. I've heard that. And then you said in brackets, or is that Facebook? Okay. And you said, anyway, how do you keep from getting shut down? Very, very good question. You actually are slightly wrong there. It is Facebook I think you're thinking about. Facebook does not like anything to do with kind of work from home, business opportunity. They don't like it. But YouTube and Google, you've got to remember, they're a search engine. It works differently. They're going to allow whatever people are actually searching for. People go to Google and YouTube every day and they're searching for, business opportunities. They're searching for ways to make money from home. They're searching for starting a business. So if people are searching for it, Google's not going to penalize you for being in the search results for that key phrase, because real people are searching for it. Does that make sense? Can you see the difference? With Facebook, people aren't going to Facebook and searching for how to build a business or how to work from home. Do you know what I mean? People on Facebook aren't doing that. So when you try and promote work from home, business opportunity stuff to people on Facebook, then Facebook doesn't like it. But with YouTube and Google, it works differently. because people are actually the ones searching for it. So people are searching for it. Google and YouTube want to give them the answer. They just want to make sure you're doing it in an ethical way. So I hope that kind of answers your question there. Mike says, or MK, I don't know what that stands for, but you said, how much of the 816K did you earn from selling your programs? In fact, pretty much zero of it, MK. Or I'm going to call you Mike. I've actually made, I've made a lot more than 816K in my kind of online marketing career. So I'm showing you there. I'm not trying to blow smoke. So I could have put. I've made $1 million with this method, because I have made over $1 million in my online marketing business. But actually, just this YouTube method is responsible for that $816,000, and that was just promoting, network marketing companies, clickbank products, affiliate programs. And if I'm honest, I don't really sell that many of my own programs. The only program that I do actually have and that I sell is to PowerHouse. The very offer that I'm making you today, but I've been sold out and it has not been on sale to the public for literally about 6 to 8 months now. Just literally no one's been able to get into. I've not even been selling it. So, I really am just opening it up for you guys here because you're friends and followers of Mike. So yeah, to answer your question, all of that income that I showed you today is all from just actually promoting other people's stuff, other people's products as an affiliate or as a recruiter in a network marketing company. Right, I've actually made a lot more money than that, if you include the other stuff that I've done. So I hope that kind of answers your question. What was that? Cool. So Stephanie says, I'm already a student of PowerHouse 2.0. How do I get any update info from today? And also, how do I get the bonus from Mike if I've already got the product? Very, very good question. If you go into the members area for PowerHouse now, Stephanie, if you log back in, you'll see that there's a few things jumbled around, added and moved around, because we've added, a few additional bonuses. So all the things that I've mentioned on this webinar, all those bonuses are in the members area right now. So if you log back into your account, Stephanie, you should see those. If you don't, if there's a problem, just email support@frontlinemarketer.com. That's support@frontlinemarketer.com, and there they will gladly help you make sure you get access to that. And you've also asked, if you can get this bonus from Mike. I can't go ahead and speak for Mike. I believe that this is just an offer that he made for just people that are obviously his following that have purchased here tonight. I definitely appreciate you, Stephanie, that you're already a member, and I totally appreciate you for that. And I hope you're rocking and rolling with it and loving the training. Like I said, I can't speak for Mike. I think his offer was just for people who purchased today, because they're kind of his following. But having said that, feel free to send him an email. You can find his email in your email inbox. Feel free to send him an email and kind of tell him that, and he may well be happy to include you in that. Cool stuff. Okay, so Ronald says, I haven't done much with video, but once we did create a video, you basically said, how do we protect it from being shut down? What kind of things should we avoid when creating videos and YouTube channels? You just want to avoid sounding like a scam artist and like a spammer. That's all that you really like. What you've got to remember is YouTube and Google. Like I said, it's a search engine. People are coming for their problems and they're wanting solutions, right? So if you're doing anything unethical, if you're doing anything that just doesn't sound good, doesn't sound ethical, then YouTube and Google, they're not going to like that, and they're going to penalize you. So don't say things like instant riches and $1 million by tomorrow, or $1 million system and whatever. You don't want to be saying that kind of stuff because it sounds gimmicky, it sounds scammy, right? So yeah, just make sure you're just keeping everything just clean. As a rule of thumb, if ever anything comes up that you're thinking of, putting in your title or description or keywords, and you just think, oh, I wonder, if that sounds a little bit sketchy, then it probably is. So don't do it. That's probably the best way to do it. Just go with your own instincts. Awesome. Kihao says, that's awesome. You said, I live in Honolulu. I have a huge time difference with London. Will you still be able to coach me? Definitely. We'll be able to make that work. The majority of all the training is just, you can watch it whenever you want. It's just in the members area. Everything's there. That's how it's designed, so that you can go through it whenever you want. And you can kind of go through that training. When it comes to the training calls, obviously we're not going to be able to pair, the time that we do the training, we're not going to be the coaching. I mean, we're not going to be able to make it work for everyone. We will mix up the times every now and again so that different people can get on at different times, but we will get all your questions answered. That one I know for sure. So even if you don't come out to a live coaching one time, or one particular week, you can still send your questions into my support desk. I give you direct access to my head of support, my support manager, and also you have access to me as well. You can send me emails through my team. If there's things that they can't answer, I'll then answer them for you as well. So literally, even if you can't get on the coaching calls, you're going to get personal help from me and my team. So I hope that kind of helps. And also all the training coaching Q&A sessions will be recorded as well, so you'll have access to those. So yeah. Kihao, I think that's how you say your name. It's an awesome name. Perfect. Really, it sounds like you're in. I think you just said I'm all in. So appreciate that you're on board. Looking forward to kind of having you in the training. Terry says, I just paid for the course. Awesome. Terry, great to have you on board. But you've also said, but I lost the video that was recorded after I paid. That was basically just, after you pay, you're sent to a video that just basically congratulates you and thanks you for joining. It's nothing important. If you go to your email inbox right now, Terry, you should find an email that's giving you access to your members area. So excited to see you in there. Cool. Sorry guys, just trying to skim through. We've got tons of questions in here. Let's have a look here. People are asking if there'll be a webinar replay. Yes, there will be. We'll be trying to send that out to you. Evan just said, using what you just taught, can I effectively rank on the first page of my target keyword? Absolutely. There's no reason why you can't. I can't guarantee you're always going to rank. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. But absolutely, I've taught you what has worked for me, so I'm full of confidence with what I teach. Cool. Someone is saying, Aaron's saying, I created a YouTube account with a Google account, with a Google email address. Is it better to have a Google email address? I don't think it makes a great deal. I think Google likes to keep things tidy and clean because they own YouTube. So they'd rather have you as their email client, but it doesn't matter too much, Aaron. Maureen says, I'm waiting for a deposit to clear, hopefully overnight to have funds. Will this still be available tomorrow? Maureen, because you've kind of told me you're definitely interested, we can definitely talk about kind of holding you a spot for that. So if you just go to powerhouse.com/Mike, and tomorrow, whenever your deposit clears, and try and purchase. If you get through, the link and you're taken to obviously this page, then you're good to go. Just go ahead and sign up. There's still spots in the 30. If you come to a page that says sorry, we're sold out, then send me an email. Send Mike an email, and we can definitely sort out about kind of doing something special for you, as you've told me here live on this training that you want in. Cool. Bear with me, just looking through these questions here. Cool. Just looking through this. John says, do you take Discovery card? Yes, I believe we just, on this page you'll see further down it'll have like icons for all the different cards that are accepted, but I do believe that Discovery is accepted. So if you just go ahead and just try that, put your digits in, hit submit, and see if it goes through. You shouldn't have a problem, and you should be able to get through to the members area. So looking forward to having you on in the training, John. David says, for those of us in Empower Network, does marketing other affiliates distract us? No, I don't think it does. I mean, I'm guessing you're talking about promoting other stuff, marketing other affiliate products at the same time. I don't think it does. In fact, I think it's quite a smart thing to do, if I'm totally honest with you. If you're, while I've been promoting Empower Network, I've also been promoting ClickBank products. Okay, the reason I do that is because it's multiple streams of income. The reason I do that is because some people will join my list, and it doesn't matter how much I email them about Empower Network, they're just not interested. They just don't want to join. So if I don't then monetize them with something else, I'm just kind of throwing money down the drain. You see what I mean? If I just keep hitting them with Empower Network, they're either going to unsubscribe or just grow stagnant. So I want to keep them fresh and kind of give them value and obviously give them other options. So no, I don't think it's a distraction. I think it's quite a good thing to do. Cool. Looking down here. Becky says, are you doing this webinar again? I'm afraid I don't have any plans to do this webinar again. This was kind of like a one-time thing, but as I've explained, we are going to try and get a replay out to you, so hopefully you'll be able to see that. Cool. Alfred says, how long did it take you to make your 85 videos? Well, that's really over a span of like 2 years. So I can't even do the math on that. Is that like 2 years, 365 days times 2? I mean, we're talking about what? One video every 6-7 days on average over 2 years. Just one video every 6-7 days. I mean, that sounds pretty manageable, doesn't it? You think if you look forward to the next 2 years doing this method and just be consistent to do a new video every 6 or 7 days. I could well have got that math completely wrong, by the way. Math is not my strong point. Let's just be thankful that I'm not selling you a mathematics course here, but I'm selling you on something that I actually do know. Maths is something that is not my strong point. But it's all about consistency. So if you just be consistent at doing videos, the next, just consistent doing one a day or one every 2 days or one every week, right? You're gonna get some momentum with it. And so I've just been doing this over the last kind of couple of years. So that's cool. Yukiko? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I do apologize if I have said that completely wrong. You've said I won't be able to access until midnight to my bank account. Hope I can get in. Okay, I guess it's the same situation as Maureen. You come to this link to powerhouse.com/Mike whenever you're ready, whenever your bank is ready, and hopefully there'll still be a spot for you. Go to that link. If you arrive on this page, it means there's spots still left, and you can get in. But one thing I do want to make clear for you guys, and this is not fake scarcity, when we do close the 30, okay, this will happen. Is this page will disappear and it'll be replaced with a page that says, sorry, we're sold out, you're too late. So that really is going to happen. Feel free to test me. Come back to this page in a few days' time and you will see that it says, sorry, we're sold out. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. Cool. So Scott says, do you send traffic from YouTube videos to a capture page or a blog? Definitely capture page. You're always wanting to build your list. There's no reason to really send traffic from YouTube to a blog post. You really want to get them to a capture page. Cool. I can see some questions coming in. People are still asking me, where do you get your backlinks from? Evan and a few others here keep asking that question. I'm afraid that's something I'm just not going to be able to answer because I kind of teach that in my course, the exact ones that I use. That's just one thing I'm afraid I can't really disclose to be fair to the people that are obviously joining to get that as a bonus. Larry says, is it still available? Yep, definitely. There's some spots still available. The link is up here at the very top. If you come through to this page, there are spots for you. Cool. Cool. Terry, you've asked about the video again that you kind of received after you purchased. Don't worry, if you put your email address in there, you'll be getting an email from my system that will give you access to the members area. So look out for that email. If for whatever reason it doesn't come through, check your junk and spam folder, and you can always send an email to my support desk, and they'll get you set up and access ASAP. Cool. Bear with me, guys, just going through these questions here. Maria says, crazy amount of value, John. I appreciate that. Glad you got the value out of it today. Justin says, hey John, thanks for this awesome training. When you make multiple channels for each video, do you need to make new Gmail accounts each time or buy new Gmail accounts? No, you don't actually. YouTube recently brought in a feature where you only have to have one Google account with one Gmail email address, and you can actually have multiple YouTube channels. So you can actually do that now. So you don't need to have just create a new Google account every time. You can actually create one Google account and just create multiple YouTube channels under that same Google account. So that's pretty cool. Cool. People are asking about the replay. We will be we'll be sending out a replay via email, so do have a look out for that. There's a question from Evan. You've got an additional question asking how many times do you use the target keyword in your description? You basically want to put your keyword in your description probably maybe like 3, 4, or 5 times throughout a relatively meaty description. So a good sized description for your YouTube video is going to be about 600 words. 600 to 800 words. Anything kind of less than that, you're kind of borderline, not having enough value in there or content. And anything more than that, it's just not really necessary. So between like 600 and 800 words is a pretty good description. And if you just sprinkle your target keyword in there, around about, 4 or 5 times, it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be enough. Cool.
Hey John, I'm back, by the way, if you need me for anything.
Oh, cool stuff. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're just there's a whole ton of questions coming in, so I'm just kind of making my way through. Cool. Let's look through here. Larry says, do you also blog about videos or just generally? I do I use it for a different method. Like the method that I've taught you guys here on this webinar today is obviously that very, very specific method of, ranking for a particular key phrase and being very, very targeted for that. But video is also very powerful another method. So yeah, I do kind of video for blogging as well. I'm kind of actually bringing that more into kind of my set kind of things that I do in my business. I'm actually producing more just value-based videos that I send my subscribers, and I send them to my blog post with that video on there. So I definitely do. It doesn't really work well, to do like a blog style video with the method that I've taught you here, but it does work to kind of add into the things that you're doing. Cool. Scott says, do you send the viewers from YouTube to a capture page or blog or both? Is it better to send them to one or the other? Definitely to a capture page. You've always got to be building a list. There's not really any benefit in sending them to a blog post. You always want to send them to a capture page from YouTube so you can capture that email and then you can actually follow up with them. Cool. Bear with me here, guys, just looking through these comments. Yeah, good question. John says, is there a fast track to getting videos up once you get into the program? With all the information, I'm wary because I easily get overwhelmed. That's a very good question, John, because it's a common thing for all of us. We all get overwhelmed. So one thing I want to let you know about is that I've strategically kind of designed this training so that it's easily digestible, it's broken up well, so that you can kind of follow the training in the right steps. Secondly, I have my fast start section. You'll see that in the members area. When you join and you log into the members area, you'll see there's actually a fast start tab, and within that fast start tab is the five-step ranking formula, right? And you can literally, without being overwhelmed by everything else, you can just focus on that fast start training, and that is enough to get your videos ranking, get you results, and then from there you can grow and scale and look at some of the other bonus material and the other bonus modules. So I am very proud in the way of that I've structured the training and the way that you can kind of easily kind of navigate through it. So cool. I hope that kind of answers your question, John. Cool. Benjamin says, how many videos should we be doing or making? Probably, I don't know, maybe it's all about consistency, but how often you do them is more down to your time. Do you know what I mean? There's not really a set amount. It just kind of comes down to if you're obviously going to do one video a day versus someone who does one video a week, then the person doing one a day is going to get 7 times better results. Do you see what I mean? So it's all about how much work and time can you put in straight away. If you are able to do one video every 2 or 3 days, you're going to be rocking and rolling. You really are. If you stick with that consistency for a couple of months, you're going to see some good results. You really are, because it's all about consistency and building the momentum. So Benjamin, I hope that kind of answers your question. I kind of focus on a goal of doing like a video every 3 days. It's probably a good place to start. And then as and when you get more time, you can kind of move to one every 2 days, one a day, and you're really going to start seeing that momentum kind of moving. Cool. Nate says, will it work for DS domination? Absolutely. Like it literally works for anything. It doesn't matter what you're promoting. In fact, that's quite a big opportunity with drop shipping and eBay and that kind of stuff. And in fact, Amazon as well, physical products. It's a huge market for that with this YouTube method. So Nate, definitely, and I'd love to have you on board. I've actually got some friends in DS domination. I know that they do very well. So I do know that business and I understand it. So I'll definitely be able to help you with that. Cool. We're nearing the end of these questions here, and it's also nearing 4 a.m. here for me in my time zone. Cool. Let's have a look at these final questions here. Marina says, great value. How and where do you search for keywords? Tackle it there because I do teach like a simple way to kind of find keywords. Obviously, I go far more in depth in my training program. I kind of teach about 5 or 6 different ways that you can kind of look for and find keywords. But I did teach a couple of methods here in the webinar. So Marina, I'd look out for the replay. MK says, are you going to be teaching anywhere in person soon? I'm afraid not. I don't actually have any plans to really teach this YouTube stuff in person at any kind of events coming up here soon. So the answer to that is no, I'm afraid. Kenneth says, how do you verify a new YouTube channel? YouTube only allows 2 accounts under 1 phone number. You don't have to verify a channel. You only verify an account. It's actually 5 though. You can actually verify 5 accounts under 1 phone number, not 2. But you wouldn't need to do phone verification for a new channel. You literally have to verify 1 Google account, and then it doesn't matter how many YouTube channels you create. You could create 2, 10, or 20. you won't have to phone verify for those. As far as I'm aware, I've never had to do that. Cool. Ronald says, perfect, thanks, got my questions answered. Glad that you did. Apologies if I haven't quite got to your question yet. We literally have tons and tons of questions here, so stick around, I will get to it. So Becky says, I have a YouTube video that has over 1 million views that I've not done much with, as I have used my Facebook version mostly. It is 6 months old. Would it be a good way to get it out there even more? Yes, absolutely. I mean, if you've got a video that you already kind of have established and you want to get more kind of views too, then of course. What you've got to remember is PowerHouse is a way and a training to show you how to just dominate with YouTube traffic. To just make sure you're getting videos, views on your videos and getting those leads from those videos. So definitely, if you've got a video already established, then just you use some of the techniques that I teach in the training and tweak it, and you could get some extra traffic from Google and YouTube for sure.
And I got a question on Facebook if there's a coupon code. So I just want to let everyone know that there's no coupon code. You just go to that page that I put in the chat. I just copy and pasted the link for everybody again. And then click the link, and then you can fill it out the form, and then there's no coupon code. That's actually a special link with the discount already in there. So I want to throw that out there.
Cool stuff. Appreciate it, Mike. So Justin says, if your domain has the keyword, does that help a lot, or is the keyword as works fine enough? Not quite sure what you mean by that. I'm guessing you're either saying, is it beneficial for SEO to have the keyword in your domain name, or does it help looking more attractive? The answer to both of those, well, actually no, the answer to it looking more attractive is yes, that would help. It depends how long your keyword is. If you've got a super long keyword, then you wouldn't want to have a super long domain name, but it won't help your SEO. If you've got the keyword in your domain name that you're sending traffic to, as far as I'm aware, that doesn't affect SEO from what I've seen. Cool stuff. Carlos, you said I don't get paid till Friday. Could you maybe sort out, are you saving me a spot? We can definitely talk about that. If you want to send Mike a message, or you can send me a message, and we can definitely talk about how we can save you a spot and make sure you get in on this. I can see by the capital letters in your message that you're definitely serious and you want to get on board. And so I like working with serious people, and I can tell you are from the amount that I've seen your questions and comments coming in. So if you want to send myself or Mike a message or an email, we'll definitely make sure we can get you set up with a spot in the first 30. Cool, guys, just looking through this, bear with me. Cool. It looks like we're getting a lot of, I think I'm quite backed up with these questions, so I'm just going through a lot of questions that I've already answered here. So bear with me. If you're waiting on a question, I will get to it. And by the way, Mike, if you see any questions in there that I haven't answered, feel free to ask me what you're seeing there, and I can answer that. Well, I've just lost connection on my mouse as well. Huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what questions have been answered already. So, but yeah, for the most part, the questions I'm getting from like Facebook and stuff is just, hey, I'm gonna do payments and stuff like that. So yeah, I just want everyone to know that if you are super serious about it, we can email me or John. I'll get John the name, and if you have a couple days, if you have to wait a couple days before you have it all on one card, then yes, then we'll make sure you get a spot. But yeah, just send us a message if you have to wait a couple days. But just keep in mind that this is the only time, this is the only place that it's sold. It's like it's not like a product you can go online and just Google and buy it. It's actually only a private invitation from these webinars. So just keep that in mind.
Cool stuff. And I'm seeing, Judy, you're saying you're trying to pay with your Discovery card, but it's not being accepted. You've tried a few times, it's not going through. If anyone's having a problem actually putting their payment through, then feel free, like I said, to obviously send a message to Mike, but you could also send a message to my support desk at support@Frontline Marketer, and they can help you and make sure that payment goes through. So if you are having trouble with payments, just all you've got to do is get in touch, and we can make sure that payment goes through for you. Cool stuff. So Beth is saying, can the different channels under one Google account be with different names? Absolutely. Here's what you've got to remember. When you create a new Google account and then you create channels on that Google account, they are their own entities. They're completely, each channel you create is its own entity. You can give it a fresh name. It's a brand new channel. Those channels are not linked in any way. So yes, you can name them differently, and that's absolutely fine. Cool. Larry says, John, this was great, and I'm already in the course now, and my profile is updated. Awesome, Larry. We're pleased to have you on board. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. Let's have a look here. Someone says, what number of searches do you target for your keywords? To start, you're really going to want to go for keywords that that have got, let's say what I teach in the course is about 100 searches a month to get started. Like when you're first getting going, the last thing you want is discouragement, from going after a keyword that's too competitive and not getting your video ranked, and then just feeling discouraged and not doing anything else. So really start with those smaller keywords for like 100 searches a month, and then work up to 200, 300, 400, 500 searches a month, per keyword, and kind of build up from there. Right, that's the best way to do it. That's the safest way to go, right? And think about it. The more you do it, imagine if you had videos that just ranked. Just lots of different videos that were ranking for keywords that get 100 searches a month each. That's a lot of traffic. Once you've done 10 videos, that's 1,000 searches per month that you could potentially be having to come to your websites. Okay. Noel says, I already have 2 PowerHouse version 1. Do I have to purchase version 2? No, that's just going to be updated in your members area, Noel. Everything was just kind of updated when we switched everything over. If you have any problems with that, feel free to email in my support, and we'll get you set up with that. Cool. Oh, so James got a good question. James says, is this training in Empower Network, or is it in Mike Hobbs's training somewhere? You say, I don't want to buy anything I already have. I know it's not. This 2 PowerHouse 2.0 and all the bonuses I've got here, this is literally, as Mike said, it's not available anywhere else. It just literally isn't. I don't have this training. Even some of the bonuses, like the recording from the training event at Russell's coaching, right? Even that, it's not available anywhere else. It's only available as a bonus here. So would love to have you on board, James. Just go to 2powerhouse.com/Mike. I think there's still a few spots left, and would love to have you on board. But yeah, you wouldn't be wasting any money. This training is nowhere else, and I promise you, I'm going to blow you away. You're going to love it. Cool. See what else we got here. Oh yeah, so Dale has just said, for the people who are trying to purchase and they're having problems, he said it might be worth calling your bank, because they may block the purchase, because obviously, I'm here in the UK and you're over in the States, or just because of, wherever you are in the world, your bank sometimes block it because it's a $997 payment, going internationally, sometimes they block that. So it is definitely worth calling your bank and just getting them to clear that. And then once they've cleared it and they've told you that it's cleared, you'll have to then try again and repurchase. Doris says, is there a replay? We'll be definitely trying to send out a replay via email. So just keep an eye out for that. Cool stuff. We're nearing the end of these questions. I hope you guys are finding value in this. Cool. I'm seeing. Cool, guys. I think we've pretty much answered every question that you guys have asked. If there's any last little questions that you had for me, feel free to chuck them into the questions box now. But other than that, I think we're gonna wrap this up. Let me just have one last little check here.
By the way, I just wanted to say one last thing.
Evan says, just want to.
Isn't it incredible that John came out here and he's this? Like I literally went back to my class, came back, and the webinar was still going. And I mean, doesn't that just tell you the commitment he has for you and your success? So just imagine once you're on the inside and you get his course, you know that he's going to be committed to making sure that you get the most out of it. So I'm super excited about that. I thought that was definitely new. I've never seen that someone do this long of Q&A. So appreciate you, John.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I wanna make sure I'm giving your people the value that they deserve for spending the time out here with us. So yeah, appreciate the kind words, Mike. Evan, you said, I just want to know, have your backlinks ever resulted in client getting first page results? Absolutely, more than you would actually know. I have, I showed you a few snippets of like screenshots and stuff that. Videos, testimonials that I get, and that kind of stuff. Literally, I have a whole folder of it. I'm so proud of it that I store it up. I'm like a little kid. It's like Christmas to me when someone emails me with a new testimonial video and a new screenshot of their rankings. And so I have a folder on my computer where I store it all. And I just like to go in there when I want to make myself feel good. So literally, I have tons of clients and customers that get huge results. In fact, the workshops that I showed you that I did here in London that people paid $5,000 to be at, literally had one guy there who got his video ranked, and I think it was like 47 seconds. He actually outranked me. Like my record is something like 53 seconds, I think it is. And he got his video ranked on the first page of Google in 43 seconds, just doing what I said. And all my customers have access to my Fiverr, my Fiverr, backlink guys and my backlink power PDF, and so they're all using the same backlinks that I use, and they're getting these results. So it's awesome. So cool. Let's see what we got here. Oh, good question. Elvita says, in your course, are there any recommendations that you provide that will, incur costs or memberships? For example, like autoresponders or ClickFunnels. You've mentioned probably the only two that I think you're going to need. There's not that many that I kind of recommend in my course. In fact, I don't really recommend anything in my course. I just kind of assume that you guys, would know that you need an autoresponder and that kind of stuff. I don't really want you to feel like you're spending this money coming into the course and then suddenly I'm kind of recommending this and recommending that, making sure you get this, so that there's not actually any affiliate links to any kind of softwares or products inside the members area. I just don't want to do it that way. I want you to feel like you're kind of getting the value and not just being sold on more stuff. So to answer your question, there's two things I would recommend you do have, and that is exactly what you've just said, an autoresponder like GetResponse or Aweber, because you've got to be building a list. That's just, whether you buy my product or not, you still got to have an autoresponder. And the next thing is ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels, lead pages, whichever one suits you best. But you've got to have a page builder that can build you beautiful looking capture pages and webinar pages and follow-up pages and bridge pages, all that kind of stuff. So that's another tool that you will definitely need to have. Again, regardless of whether you even join me in this training or not, you've got to have a page builder that works pretty good for you. I'm seeing someone else asking, are there any upsells? It's a very, very good question, Jack. There are no upsells in this. So literally, you're going to join right now for one payment of $997. We'll never bill you again, and there'll be no upsells whatsoever. So you're not going to pay that $997 and then suddenly get hit with me selling you on a $2,000 and then $5,000. It's not going to happen. You're going to pay $997 and you're going to go straight to the members area and you're going to have access to absolutely everything. In fact, there's nothing for me to even upsell you. I basically gave everything as a free bonus on top of PowerHouse 2.0. There's nothing else I could even sell you. I just bundled everything in together and gave you everything for free. Cool. Carlos said, I just found a credit card. Is there still time? Absolutely. I'm just about to kind of wrap this webinar up, and then I'll be going and checking how many spots we've sold, and if we've sold 30, then I'll be closing this down. But you're just in time, Carlos. So literally, you've just got in time. So go to powerhouse.com/Mike. I recommend doing that right now and going to this page, clicking on that green button, and coming through to this safe and secure order form and filling out details and join getting on board. So with us, there is still time for you. MK says, thank you so much. You are both cool dudes. There you go, Mike. We're cool dudes, apparently. Appreciate it, MK. Appreciate it. Cool. Okay, I think we're pretty much...
And just
here we go.
quick thing, if you're having issues paying, like I know Daniel said that his email address is already taken or something, because he tried it once. So maybe just contact support. Is that right, John?
Yeah, you can just contact my support. Your contact is support@Frontline Marketing. In fact, I can write it here on the screen just so you guys can see it. It's support@frontlinemarketer.com, and if you email them, they'll be picking it up straight away. And it's not marketer, and they can help you make sure you don't have any problems getting your payment through and getting set up. But also, we do have we can look at these questions. We have access to all the questions that have been asked in today's webinar, so we can look back and we can see that you were definitely trying. And so we'll obviously we're going to honor that and make sure you get your spot in the training. So Daniel, if you're having problems, don't freak out. Just email my support, and we'll definitely make sure you get your spot. Justin says, can we just buy the backlink product or the video script? I'm afraid not. They're products that I've specifically put together as a bonus for the people that take action. Do you know what I mean? These are like added resources that I want my customers to be able to use to definitely get results. So they're not really things that I want anyone to use by themselves. I want people to use it in conjunction with the main training and show me that they're an action taker and actually jumping on board. So, and even if you did buy them separately, you're still going to be talking about a few $100s. So for a few $100, you may as well pay the $997 and jump on board. Daniel said I already paid for it, so you're in. Perfect. Good stuff, my friend. Last little question I'm getting here is I saw someone say, why so expensive, the $997? And so and I'll close with this. My response to that would be, expensive compared to what? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you comparing that to? If you compare it to my results, so if you compare it to the fact that, on average, every video that I put out is worth to me around about $9,600. If you compare it to the fact that I've used this method to do almost $1 million in commissions, as crazy as that sounds, if you compare it to that, $997 is very cheap. I actually see this as me doing you, an incredible deal. I don't see this as me making a ton of money and this is all great for me. I'm actually seeing this as doing you a service. I don't sell this for $997 to the general public. I honestly don't. As Mike said, this is an exclusive deal that we've been able to arrange here. So it's all relative. It's all perspective. What are you comparing this price to? You know what I mean? If this is if you're on this webinar and you saw the power in what I showed you, then you would know that this is an incredible offer. And from the amount my phone has been vibrating with the sale notifications coming in, people are realizing that. So, I'm going to say this in the nicest possible way. If you don't see the value in it, then there's absolutely no problem. You don't have to join. I'm not pressuring anyone into, to coming on board. That's just not how it's not how I work. It's how I operate. I want to lay something out for people, and if they see the value, then I'd absolutely love to have them on board. So that's kind of my response to that. So anyway, yeah, I think we're pretty much there, Mike. I think we're ready to wrap it up. Have you got any last words, or shall I close this thing out? Cool. I'll just go ahead and close it then, guys. Really
Thanks,
appreciate you coming out this evening. Thanks for spending this time with us. I know Mike appreciates it as well. Oh, you're there. I can hear your voice.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, guys, I just want to let you know that
That's all right.
I totally trust John and everything that he has here, and that's why he stayed on this long for Q&A, because he really has a heart for this product and what he's doing. There's no other upsells. This is all of his knowledge wrapped into one. And I asked him that before. I was like, let's make sure we're not doing any tricks. We're not doing any games. It's not like, oh, you get in now and we're going to get you upsold later, type of thing. I wanted it just to be clear cut. Here's your price. Here's what you get. And there's nothing else. So I made sure that before we even got on this. And, I'm really happy with how John has done this webinar, the value he gave, and what you're going to get on the inside. And the only reason I did this product and recommended this webinar is because I've gotten value for over the last 2 years from John without him even having a product. So when he said, he finally created something, I actually asked him a while back, hey, do you have an affiliate for your stuff, or do you have something that I can like offer people, because I really want to? And he's like, no, I don't, for like a year. And then now he finally said, okay, now I finally got something. I jumped on it, and I wanted you guys to take full advantage of that. So anyway, my friends, I appreciate you, and I'll turn it back to you, John, for final thoughts.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Mike. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and officially end it here. I'm going to mute myself out, but I'm going to leave the webinar just running for a little bit longer, just so that any of you that need this link to jump on board, you can have access to this link. And if you need my support email for any payment problems, you can access that here. So I'm going to officially end it here. I'm going to mute myself out, but I'm going to keep this page rolling for anyone that needs these links. So guys, appreciate you. Thanks so much for coming out, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care.